Yay.
Ah!
Yay. I'm back, I think. I think I am.
Ah!
I don't know why, but I had to reboot my update. But I had to reboot my internet again. This time it was my internet. I had to reboot everything.
Ah!
Everything. And I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm fine now. I did a lot of things too. I defragged everything. I made sure my internet wasn't bad. Had a maintenance check, but then all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, we're gonna do maintenance tomorrow.
Ah!
So ain't that just great? I just love how my internet does that. It's a lot, or just how anytime it does that. But anyways, I have everything back up and running now. I have everything back up and running. I do apologize for a little tiny delay. I was gonna finish up the rest of this, which I'm going to do. But also, I have a lot of things here, too. So, I need to actually go over this and what he said at the beginning of the day, which was his podcast. Comcast is always a detractor.
Ah!
I'm back, and I do apologize for the little slight delay with it, though. OBS decided to say, hey, we're dropping frames, and then all of a sudden, hey, we gotta reconnect. Hey, we're not reconnecting. Hey, we're not reconnecting.
Ah!
So now it's just back to this, though. And I checked everything, though. It wasn't my modem. My modem's fine. My connections are alright, so all I did was just reboot my modem. I just made sure everything was good, so glad I'm not streaming tomorrow.
Ah!
He's just spraying, not even looking at me. Okay, whatever you say, dude.
Oh, I think I was here. This is why I was right here. Because I remember it was right here, because he bitched and complained that, oh, I wasn't there.
We're losing Charlie.
Alright,
Whatever
these sets don't count. Try to get to the right spot.
They spawned me, I'm walking forward, look where I am.
Controlling Bravo.
So they spawned me facing this wall.
Are you sure about that, Phil? You sure about that?
We're losing
Yeah, Alt took over. You hear the robo voice.
Charlie.
Whatever you say.
No, because you ran forward.
They spawned me, I'm walking forward, look where I am.
Controlling Bravo.
So they spawned me facing this wall. What the fuck?
Phil, you walked forward and stopped.
Taking
You know, at this point, I'll just add another death to that one.
Bravo underway.
Yeah, we're back. I had proper problems.
Enemy mine front.
He's like sitting there going, oh no, there we are.
Securing
We're
Charlie.
getting close.
Controlling
Love how
Bravo.
he's like, wait, they just spawned me
I
there.
couldn't even slide, I tried, I bounced off the door instead.
Well, you couldn't do that if you're bouncing off the wall.
That was too fucking close. Got their marksman. Let's push.
All right, so now we're back to where we left off.
Tuck, long gun.
Sniper.
Had similar issues with my internet provider. Turned it on, needed to do updated modem. Went to the store and swapped over the modem. Issue solved.
I got the sniper, but then of course another person steps out and insta-kills me.
I'm not including this one.
Get me a UAV.
Securing B.
Yeah, in other words, we're so back. Yes, in other words, we're back. I actually need to update my computer though.
UAV mission timeline 50% expended.
B secured. Losing B.
My teammate got me killed because they stepped out. I was in cover. They stepped out. Got this
No.
person spraying in my direction, and of course, because it's skill-based matchmaking,
Your teammate got
their
away.
bullets curve and auto-attach to my body.
Oh right. Am I on Windows 11? No, I don't have Windows 11. Why doesn't he use stems? He has them. He just decides not to do that. Okay, this is where we're at. All right, just skipping ahead a little bit further forward. Here we are. We were right here. Okay, there we were.
We'll
Right
do
here.
all zones.
Linux. I don't even know how to use Linux.
Zone C.
Yeah, we were right around here. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just now realized the ragdoll was out of
Skill-based
control.
matchmaking. We're definitely gonna lose.
Losing Bravo.
What'd he just say? He's like, we're gonna lose. My teammate's fault.
We're losing Charlie.
There we are. This is where we're at. We're right here. And 237.
Securing Alpha.
We're now at 237 now.
Losing B.
Sniper working.
You're gonna snipe me, you gotta hit me, bitch.
Phil, you were
Oh, my
spraying
game
and
crashed.
praying.
That's my last game of the night. My game just crashed.
Oh, goody.
Ah!
So I come.
Oh my god, this game fucking sucks, man.
So I came back to the game crashing.
What is going on? Unfucking believable. That was
Yeah.
my last game of the night. The game crashes.
Love how he's like, I don't care if we win, I win or lose. I just want money.
Ah. I was doing good. I was doing good. We were
No, you
definitely going
weren't.
to lose,
No, you weren't.
but I was doing good. I had a good kill death ratio. I was doing well, and then this happens.
No, you weren't.
Come on, man.
The game doesn't suck. It's the player that's playing. It sucks.
Yeah, guys, I'm out of time. I'm sorry. I would love to play another match, but obviously I can't. We're out of time. Yeah, that was the perfect end. That was the
Not
perfect
really.
end, he says. Yes, Vietnamese, or not Vietnamese comrade. Who said that?
Who said that? Was it you, Kirk? I mean, comrade.
Oh,
Hello.
Twisted Folk said that was the perfect end.
Not really. The perfect end
Overall,
would be
can
you
see that,
kill.
right? Overall,
The perfect end will be Godfather 3, which would be him, Phil sitting at the stream, and all of a sudden he just sits there. He like slumps over, and then he falls over to the floor on top of the wires. That would be considered as the perfect end for some people.
I got the Ackimbo guns unlocked. I'm re-leveling up the AK.
Yes, go feed
and
cat.
I actually
Phil
had a
sucks
good
so
night.
bad that the
And
game
next
said
time,
fuck it.
I legit don't know what I want to do.
So technically, okay, so I don't need that anymore. So he died 237 times, he rage quit 4 times, and he got held hostage twice. Not held hostage, but he got executed twice.
Next time I play this multiplayer, we're actually doing Warzone next, but I don't know what to do.
What was
when it
that?
comes
I don't know
to,
what that was.
Uh,
What happened?
You know, multiplayer. Do I want to maybe
It's called My Computer Sucks. It's like I like to call proper problems.
try to do? Well, here's the truth. I don't have any good sniper rifles unlocked yet, so maybe I should stick with the AK for a little bit.
Phil, you tried using the sniper rifle and you complained that it was bad.
Level up a lot, like power level. I have that.
Yeah, he'll probably just
booster
tumble
I
over
can
and
use
die.
to power level with the AK for a little
We
bit.
need to shoot a real amateur film ending for Phil. Fade to black, gunshot, credits.
And then
And
Swap
you just hear this as the end.
Did you hear that?
we're gonna do sniper rifle
Yeah,
once they're
VD
unlocked, 'cause
problems.
they're not unlocked yet. Maybe that's what I'll do next. That's like the one thing I haven't done yet. I haven't done snipers, but I have to unlock the better one.
Well, I was gonna say the
All right, good stuff.
What is that
Next
from?
time, more awesomeness. Always a good time
Play
playing
Yoshi's
Call of
Island.
Duty. How chaotic it is. I love bitching at the game because it sucks, but it's also fun at the same time. So
The game is not sucky, Phil. You are.
there you go. Awesome.
Streak's dead
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Very
because
good.
fucking what's his name? Adam gave the last of his money, the last of his
Jade, I'm
disability
playing
money.
Marvel Rivals, and I'm probably playing all the characters anyway. So what you're asking for is a special thing at 96. I'm going to be doing it. Don't have to worry about
No, you won't.
All right, so here's the deal, everybody. First of all, if Adam is still here, because I don't know if he is, he never talks in chat. He only basically super chats. I
Adam
wanna
does
tell
talk
Adam,
in
thank
chat
you so
though.
much. I mean, it's been an amazing month, right? Adam actually came in, and many of these streams,
Oh, he's too low.
when it looked like we were nearing the end and we were not going to hit the goal, he saved the streak.
Yeah, and you complain that every single time that you have streaks that are about to die, one person will come in and save the streak, and you keep constantly complaining about it. Now all of a sudden, he saved the streak and gave the last of his money, and now all of a sudden, it's a good thing.
He did. Now, there's been other big contributors as well. Darkside Pimp, Ren, right? Iron Chef
What about Void? What about that guy?
Sakai some nights. There's been some big tips from guys like NDO. That guy who likes to say his name is a boner. He came in a bunch of times and did
6 people. So 6 people are going to come in and wail out the most on you.
very big contributions and everything.
I would suck at COD because I just don't play it. Even I'm not the best when it comes to Call of Duty, but I will say I have fun with it. Yeah, I get angry at the game, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? It's just a game. Move on. Yeah, we don't talk about Void.
Here's the deal, and I'm going to be honest with you.
Neither Phil does. And apparently, if you look on his Kick channel, the top 3 people that gave him the most subs, Void's on there at number 3.
All of you. And I'm going to say this in the
But I know we don't talk about him though.
daily rap as well. All right, the streak is continued because of the support of people like Adam. Basically, no matter what game I played, we were all right. But if Adam really is taking off,
Adam?
which is fine, and this is
Good
not me
night.
complaining, it
Hello,
probably
Colin.
means
Also,
that
good
some
night,
games are just
Colin.
not going to hit the streak anymore.
Also,
I'm just being
an
honest, tomorrow,
email?
I have Dragon Age Veilguard scheduled.
Veilguard?
I don't think we are going to hit.
Hold on, did he say Bailguard or Veilguard? Hang on, I'm gonna listen to that again. I'm gonna listen to that one more time.
Being honest, tomorrow I have Dragon Age Veilguard
He Bailguard because he needs someone to bail him out and keep the streak going.
scheduled. I don't think we are going to hit the streak tomorrow.
Yeah, Veilguard's gonna kill the streak, and then he's gonna say that the game sucks. Just like how Black Myth Wukong, when he played it, all of a sudden the game was great when he was making money, but as soon as the game did not give him money, he made only $40, then the game automatically sucks. And everyone agrees, supposedly.
Because Adam's
The OIC woke up and stopped supporting DSP. The sock account that OIC woke up and stopped doing it.
single-handedly actually, saved a couple of those
Also, RPG overload, dude.
streams. I think it's over. And that's okay. 70 straight freaking streams is amazing.
You're immediately gaslighting your audience going, oh, we hit 70. You know what? That's fine. 70 is fine. It's all good. It's fine. We hit 70. Doesn't matter if we don't hit anymore. It's all Jover. It's fine.
All right, I just want to say that up front. It's been a great ride. But there is no
It's a great ride. I'm just going to gaslight you all to give me more money. It's fine.
way, if Adam's not going to be around to basically kind of come in and save some of these streams that are slower, like
I'm going to call it right now. I'm just calling this. Not Void. Adam's going to come back, and he's going to give Phil money. He's immediately going to give him money because the streak's going to die. He's going to come in and he's like, oh, hey, I have $100 more.
Dragon Age.
But it's probably going to be another account. At like 59, he was like 59 streams wasted or some shit.
I don't see us continuing this streak. Like, maybe we could have one or
Or, yeah, Hail Mary anonymous tippers coming in to save the streak during the daily crap.
two, but I don't see it even making it till Friday. Being honest here, I really don't see it.
Good, because nobody wants to watch you eat a smash burger. It's not a reward.
If you haven't noticed also, a lot of the support I've been getting on the Kick side has dried up. I'm not getting a bunch of gifted subs every day anymore on Kick. Today, I think I got one all day.
Where? Fucking where?
I still hit my goals.
What, Murano?
But definitely I've noticed this.
Yeah, people on Kick are bored of you, and you barely have any people on Kick.
No, it was a huge thing last month. The Kick support was insane, over the top.
Here's the thing. If I have to give a suggestion to Raw Phil, yeah, thank you for the cope. That's all this. I would say for Raw Phil, right down here where he has the YouTube audience, Kick audience right here. He needs to have both of them right here so we can actually see how many people are there in the Kick chat.
This month, the first 2 weeks was good, but now, the last few days particularly, it's been dry. So
Drier like your fucking wife.
I think what's happened is the people who were the big supporters on Kick also are kind of
Yeah, things are slowing down. Good.
moving on, or they just can't be around to support every day. Today, I didn't see
You
Dark-
know, it's like that. It's like for that fucking CDI Zelda game. It's like the streak, the Kick support's dry. Good.
Side Pimp. I didn't see Ren, right? I didn't see any of the big contributors on the Kick side. So it certainly seems to me like
Yeah, him eating stuff for rewards getting old. It got old relatively fast.
this is probably the end of the streak. But again, I want you to let you know it's not the end of the world.
For you, you're gonna say it's not the end of the world, but it actually really is. Though you're gonna tell your audience that it's not, but we all know that you're gonna freak the fuck out.
I'm incredibly grateful.
No, you're
that
not.
We just had 7.
No, Phil, you're never grateful for any of the money that you've received. I'm going to let you in on that right now, because every single time that you get that money, immediately you start going on and say, I need more money. You'll say that you're grateful. Very next day, you come back and beg for more. Even if you hit your goals, you're still begging for money. He mentioned about money, like dipshit. You chase Void away. Also, I thought everyone loves you now. Yeah, everybody likes him. His resurgence. Everybody loves him and his content.
Indeed.
And they're willing to support him.
Straight freaking streams of hitting it. Yeah, it's amazing. Again, this
Hello,
is why
Ramon.
I've been able to have such a great few months, getting a new washer dryer, getting 2 fans installed.
Phil, that is something that it really shouldn't be relying on your audience to do. It is not your audience's priorities to give you a new washer and dryer, to give you money to buy new fucking fans, or anything for yourself. Instead, That is up to you, the breadwinner, as you like to call yourself, the man of the house, to do it on your own, not your audience. I know you get money from your audience, but it is not their concern. It is not their problem. That is a personal issue, not an audience issue. Cope about it.
Doing all this stuff that normally I wouldn't be able to afford. All right. So thank you.
Because you blow all your money away on WWE champions. Again, when you were playing Judgment or Lost Judgment, and you got $1,000 right then and there because you told a sob story about how your bathroom is broken and you need to hire a plumber to fix it. It cost you $1,000. You had a stupid fucking tip war between all the dents, between Phil Smokes Crack and whatever fucking retard gave you money. The very next fucking day, you went back and begged for money. Someone asked you, hey, what about that money that you received for the Judgment stream? Where'd that go? You told him to shut up. If you talked about it, you timed him out. He asked you one more time, you banned him.
The last thing, like the key thing I need to do is try to get a replacement streaming and capture PC.
Phil, you have a mini PC. It works just as good. Use that. You don't need to buy a new tower desktop. You don't need that when you have a mini PC.
So basically I need to do that with some of the funds that I have. Okay. But after that, if it looks like the streams are the streak's gonna end, I'm probably gonna have to cut way back on spending. You know, it's been nice.
Phil, you could have done that when you weren't hitting out money, Phil, before the whole resurgence happened. You could have done that, but no. Hogan was a calling. He told you, hey, I need my dick suck. Give money to Scopely.
But I don't know how I can maintain it.
Yeah, why am I so mean? Oh my god.
At dspgaming, I'm retard. Why you so mean?
Learn to save money, dumbass. Come on, Mr. Business Degree. Hello. Hello, Philip. Hello. Mr. Finna, hello.
It sucks too because DSP Tries has been great doing it every week. But I'm not gonna be able to do it. You know, DSP Tries It is going to end then.
Good, because it sucked anyway. And the intro that you brought out for people, cringe.
And we're gonna go back to how things were, you know, which is fine. Adam, thank you. Adam just said, I promise I will still catch.
Hey, wait, hold on. Phil, I thought you said Adam doesn't talk in the chat. He's talking in the chat right now.
On-demand videos when I have a chance. I really appreciate that. Again,
I thought you said he didn't talk in your chat. You just proved yourself wrong with that.
you were awesome. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, and also Heil.
I remember
Go up, Gorak.
he started actually contributing right around the time I was doing Dragon Ball Barking Zero.
Yeah, a game that you fucking quit, you know, Task Manager quit out of.
I think he was on one or two of those streams.
Heil.
And then it continued into all these other games over the last month. And it was a tremendous help. It really, really was. Okay?
Ear pick.
So,
Wipes on his pants.
all right. So, guys,
I don't know where your tall friend Kyle is.
great night tonight. I really enjoyed the streams. I hope you did too. I want to say thanks to everyone. We actually had good attendance tonight, even on Kick everywhere, right?
Not necessarily the case, though. You barely could actually get to 300. Now you're at 200.
So what's going on tomorrow? Well, tomorrow the
At that time, you were at 200.
podcast is going to be interesting because tomorrow they're actually going to announce the Game Awards nominees for everything. So for the Game of the Year and everything is going to be there, right?
So like they do every single fucking year. They'll bring out the nominees and they'll have the player's choice of what game you want to win. What we know, Phil, that happens every fucking year.
So that's going to be wild.
No, it's not. It's going to be incredibly fucking boring to you. Whoever does restream it or cover it, God have mercy on your souls. I'm just saying.
And then after that, we're going to do Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's like, who cares, honestly? Like, the whole thing with the Game Awards isn't really something that you should show on your stream. Instead, that's something that you do off-stream.
think the streak will end tomorrow during Veilguard. I'm being very honest here.
What?
Iron Chef Sakai just gifted 10 subs. Thank you. Wow. Iron
Wow,
Chef
thank you. You gave me money. Why didn't you wait till tomorrow?
Sakai just gifted 10 subs over on Kick. Thank you, Iron
Because you gaslit your audience to say, I only got one on Kick.
Chef Sakai. You certainly didn't have.
The only thing I like about the Game Awards are the trailers for the new upcoming games. Agreed. Or even games that they were already announced and they show it off even more. That's like the one thing I like about like presentations. Like if Sony had one, Xbox has one, Summer Games Fest has that, Game Awards. They'll show off like games that we either A, don't know about, and it's a brand new banger. Damn, son, where'd you find this? It's that. Or they just bring out like new news on games that were already announced and they're showing off more of it. Like when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond was shown off at a Nintendo conference. It was actually really good.
To do that. I really appreciate that, man. because we were adjourning, and that helps a lot. Thank you, Iron Chef.
Thank you, RICE chef. Kick me 6 million.
Thank you so much.
But I could be richer.
The 10 subs jumps us up to 233. Thank you. Excuse me.
Yeah, very fucking classy there, Phil.
I won't see you tomorrow, Jade. Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
won't see you
Nazi DAV.
during the day. I'm doing, yeah. So here's tomorrow's streams. Okay. The podcast I think will be great.
No, it won't.
Because I feel like it's going to be covering the Game Awards stuff, and there's going to be a lot of hype and controversy and debate.
Phil, the controversy and debate already started before you even discussed it on the podcast.
The first stream of Dragon Age Veilguard, I don't know how it's going to do.
Terribly.
To be frank, I think the streak will end tomorrow during Veilguard.
Frank? Why are you going to bring Frank up into this? Marl, thanks for the 2. Kick should cap gifted subs to max at your audience. They should, but Kick is essentially kind of like Twitch, so it's kind of odd.
I really am foreseeing it because Adam's not going to be here. Adam has saved a lot of day streams. We haven't seen a lot of Kickside support. I think it's ending tomorrow. Now, it may not, but I'm just saying, okay?
And there was much rejoicing. Yay.
Okay, tomorrow night on the late stream,
We need brand new dude. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
it's going to be...
I miss brand dude streams. Like, honestly, I like when other detractors stream, and then there's ones that they do stream, but they're busy with life, and it's like, where art thou? We miss y'all. Like, Pop, we miss Pop, but we already know why Pop hasn't been streaming as much, which is because he has a kiddo he already had a kiddo that he just had a kid recently, him and his wife. So that's one part of it. That's great news. But then we have Brand Dude, which I know Brand Dude's been dealing with a lot of shit with it because he's been dealing with like mouth pain, but he's coming. I hope he comes back soon.
Call of Duty Warzone for the first time.
Oh, great. Warzone for the first time tomorrow. Can't wait.
I don't even know if... I think it downloaded Warzone.
Yeah. Yeah, he had mouth or oral surgery.
Should have
Yeah, and that's exactly true. One who waits. Life happens. It just happens.
done an update and auto-downloaded Warzone.
Pop doesn't even earn any money from his streams. No, but Jasper's Angels does, which is honestly the biggest reason why I like Pop, because he actually, when he does receive money, it doesn't go to him. It goes to a charity that he actually founded.
Zone, I believe.
Well, not founded, but he actually supports.
So that's gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna do our first ever session of Warzone. It'll be solos. You know, originally I had planned that I was gonna be doing like duos. Sadly, one of the people who I was talking with to do duos the whole time has had issues with their internet setup.
So I wonder who that is.
I can't play with them right now until everything gets back working for them.
Or they're just giving you an excuse to why they don't want to play with you, bro. Just say that.
And I'm waiting to hear back from them on when that's going to happen. Apparently, they're still waiting on some stuff. So I'm going to do solos. We're going to see how it goes.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, Reaper. Darkseid of Phil does do, like, chill art streams. I don't think he's been doing it much as of late, though, because he's been busy. But again, life happens.
Hopefully it's good. Usually Warzone, especially the first night or two, is usually interesting because you don't know what you're doing. You're exploring and everything.
Then again, though, Phil, you play Warzone for quite a long time, and you still don't know what the fuck you're doing.
That should be fun tomorrow night, okay? Also coming this week, more Bloodborne, the premiere of Flight Simulator 2024.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for him to charge people $20 to tell him where to go, and they guide him.
The possibility... perhaps.
Everybody pay money for the DSP Airlines, where he's just gonna have you tell him where to go.
Of the Stalker 2. I don't know if I'm gonna play Stalker 2 or not.
Don't play Stalker 2, Phil. You tried Stalker before. It's an immersive game. You did not like it. You were bored, and you quit it. It was a Halloween stream when you tried that. Don't play fucking Stalker 2.
See for reviews, and if you guys play it, and let me know if it's any good, because I really didn't like Stalker 1.
Well, of course you didn't. If you didn't like... Okay, here's the thing. If you don't like Stalker 1, or the first Stalker game, you're not going to like Stalker 2. No. Koei, he knows that Stalker 2 is going to be on Game Pass. He already knows. He's just not going to play it.
Return to Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is coming back Wednesday night.
Oh, goody.
So we're definitely going to see...
I can't wait.
Some games returning and stuff. It's going to be a good week regardless.
Moist is starting Bloodborne soon. Oh, God.
I certainly hope you'll come by tomorrow, hang out, and support the stream. And hopefully, we can continue the streak. But again, I'm feeling doubtful about tomorrow. Veilguard has been low viewership the entire time.
Phil should do DSP's day off where he's playing Flight Simulator. This way he can show you where he went with the story with every place. That's actually not a terrible idea.
Please clap.
It really has.
Like, I'm not going to lie, Street Fighter 6 is the best streams, not because he gets support, but because he begs way too much, and also he gets incredibly fucking salty.
So,
That's why I love it.
I don't know. I think this may be the last hurrah for Veilguard tomorrow.
And also what he's doing still, he's gaslighting his audience. He's immediately going, I don't know if we're going to hit it, guys. I don't know if we're going to do it. I wish you guys could support me.
Probably the end of the streak. We'll see. All right?
I have to run 3 Warzone matches with 2 friends and a random. The random.
All right, everyone. Oh, is Stalker 2 on Game Pass? Oh,
Oh, there we go.
shit. If Stalker 2 is on Game Pass, that's pretty much a lock that I'll at least try it then.
So you're not going to buy the game, but you'll buy Game Pass and play it there. Phil, I thought you didn't like Phil Spencer, and Phil Spencer was the guy behind Game Pass, so why don't you just boycott Game Pass from now on? Oh, right, because it benefits you. It benefits your gouty ass, you zesty ass bitch. Where is my soundbite for that?
You zesty ass bitch!
Okay, if it's on Game Pass, we'll definitely play it once this week if I like. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you.
Stalker is one of those games you have to get into. Like, it's one of those games that you have to, like, immerse yourself in. It's an immersive game for a reason. It's one of those games, if you're not immersed into it, it's not for you.
So much, Adam. Thank you so much.
But there's Orion. He already said that it was on Game Pass. He even said that it was going to come out on Game Pass, but he's uncertain if he's going to play it or not. Because this was before his resurgence. And now, he forgot about it. So, yeah.
Iron Chef Sakai, thank you. Everyone else tonight, thank you. I appreciate you all. I really do.
No, you
I
don't.
wish you have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a pretty fun podcast where we're going to discuss the Game Awards nominees. It's probably going to be a wild one, okay? All right, everyone, good night. See you tomorrow.
What, a Flow Rider
and,
song?
Peace out.
Yeah, peace out. Fuck out of here, Phil. Just leave.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Okay, so there's a few things that I'm going to go over really, really quick. There's 3 videos, really. Let me just bring them up right here. I got to switch over. Oh, no, no. I don't want to hear you, Snort Hoagie. I don't want to hear you right now. Not right now, Snorty. Anyways. Yeah, Flow Rider. Yep, he brought up a wild one, so I had to bring that one up. Anyways, so we're going to start off with the whole thing about him baiting people to get a PC for him.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan.
Drip,
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
Oh, look, Phil's day off.
So, the other thing is a little alarming.
Okay, by the way.
So, the other
That is a drunken man.
thing is a little alarming. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but he said it was alarming. If something is alarming, then yeah, disaster's afoot.
Because I'm already planning on doing it. But basically, I had a big problem with my PC.
Like always.
My streaming PC, not the gaming PC, thankfully. Not
Uh-huh. But yet you're having problems with your gaming PC because the game keeps on crashing.
the over $2,000 high-end gaming PC. That thing is
I just realized has he not spoke about Paul versus Tyson? I don't think he cares about the whole thing with Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. He doesn't care about sports, and boxing is a sport. So it's something that he doesn't really care about.
great. I haven't had a problem with it yet.
You've had multiple problems with it.
But my streaming PC, which is over a decade old, it's really starting to show signs of problems now. Okay?
When hasn't it?
I'm noticing that when I was recording Life is Strange the other day, it was saying that the CPU was at like 60%. And I'm like, it's Life is Strange, for God's sakes. There's like no action in this.
But then again, though, Phil, just because a game doesn't have a lot of action with it, though, it does take a lot of CPU to actually run a game.
So why is my CPU being strained to 60-something% just recording this very simplistic game? Normally,
No one cares about that, Phil.
it would get pushed if it's like a high action. Like I'm playing Call of Duty or something. Usually you notice the CPU is much higher. But I'm looking at it like, I don't get it.
But Phil, you're not playing it on the you're not playing it on your streaming PC. You're playing it on your gaming PC, so it doesn't matter.
And I'm starting to think, yeah, we're starting to see signs that this thing's it's conking out. And
Why the fuck would the type of game make a difference in recording a screen output? Good question. Because he's bringing up the fact that Life is Strange isn't an action-paced game like Call of Duty is. But it really doesn't make any sense.
then, so here's
It's all heat and maintenance related. It is. It's heavily related onto that one, though. Because it overheats, the fans don't work, and that most of the things are overheating. So Something that he could immediately go into it and get, like, replace the cooling on it or the thermal paste to actually make it not as hot anymore. He just won't do it.
Here's what actually happened that was pretty bad. So, as you know, Friday was my final streaming day of the week.
Uh-huh.
The first stream, I finished Life is Strange, then I filmed DSP Tries It.
Yeah, we know. It was terrible.
Then I went on a break, then I came back and I did my fighting game stream. So,
Yeah, the fighting game stream where you just sat there going, oh, I'm kicking ass. Oh, they rage quit their pussies. Ack.
so I had a ton of videos to upload, and I couldn't upload them all in time for the second stream. So all I did is I uploaded the podcast and DSP Tries It after my first stream.
Uh-huh.
I saved the Life is Strange gameplay.
Highly doubt that. Nothing could save your gameplay.
And after the late stream of fighting games,
Just dousing cooling gel, just dousing in aloe vera, and you're gonna be fine.
I then uploaded Life is Strange and the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fighting game footage at the same time. This did not work very well.
For you, absolutely.
My PC, trying to do this, instead of uploading it in a couple of hours, it took like overnight to get the files to upload to YouTube. One of them never finished, it errored out and
Yeah, because it probably went to sleep mode.
wouldn't upload. The thing is, I don't think it's on the YouTube side. I think it's my PC. I think it's
Huh, surprisingly, he didn't blame it on YouTube for once.
like the hard drive is just having tons of issues
Not the PC, something else is wrong.
now. It's running slow. It's just an example. So yesterday I came into the office to check on it, and I'm clicking on a browser, and the browser's freezing up. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing anything. Why is the browser freezing up? You know, I
I'm not doing anything.
Control-Alt-Delete to check out Task Manager. That won't open up. It finally
He tried to rage. He tried to Task Manager, quit it to see what would happen, and it didn't work.
opens up after like 2 minutes of waiting, and it claims my disk use is at like 60%. I said, I'm not doing anything. I'm not saving a file. I'm not playing a file. Like, what is going on?
I really don't think that saving a file would actually take up a lot of your CPU, Phil. This is just a weird way for you to bring up that my PC is bad.
So I think it's dying, to be honest. I really feel like sad, and it's sad because, man, I've used this PC for over a decade. Like I said, it's hilarious because the day I got it, my detractors, even yes, over a decade ago, are like, ha, he bought a lemon.
You did. You made a fucking test video about it, showing off you could play games on it, and it would slow down. The lag on it was fucking terrible, dude. And yet you weren't even utilizing your GPU. And yet you were complaining that the game wouldn't run well. So yeah, you were bitching and complaining that it wouldn't work, and yes, that's why we called it a lemon. It's not a meme, it's a factual observation. Jameezy, thanks for the 5 Australian. Phil putting on thermal paste would be like watching The Verge building a gaming PC all over again, because he wouldn't know exactly what to do.
This
But
has
big Jameezy, I appreciate it.
been the
Wasn't he the first one to call it a lemon? I think he was. I think he said that it was a lemon.
longest running PC I've ever owned in my life. I've never had a PC I've used for over 10 years.
Phil, what about the one that Chris Furtado made for you, and that you owned that one? He actually built it, gave you the finest stuff on it, and you complained that it wasn't running well, and it cost you about $1,600, and yet you said that it cost about $2,400 or $3,000.
It's a workhorse monster. So
That computer's a workhorse monster, but yet why is it dying then, Phil? Because if you had a good computer that's a workhorse, it should last you longer than 10 years. And within 10 years, if you knew or know how to take care of it properly, it will still keep on going.
I spent like $3,000 on this thing when I bought it 10 years ago, but I got a
Also, he's never turning off the fucking computer anyway. So yeah, it's fucking running 24/7. Yeah, because he never turns it off, and he also never updates it. So the reason why the computer's fucked up on him is because he never puts it on rest, he never lets it restart or shut down, and he never ever updates it.
lot of value out of it. So,
And yeah, that desktop that he bought, it's a CyberPower one. Like, CyberPower back in the day was not that great, but CyberPower actually improved a lot as time went on.
I am not upset.
He did not spend $3,000 on that laptop. He's using what a fucking lie. No, his desktop, the streaming PC. The laptop that he has now is not $3,000. Someone actually gave him that laptop.
In any
I'm not a lemon, you're a lemon.
way, shape, or form, but it's time to retire the old girl. Right?
Don't say that ever again, Phil. Just stop saying that. The only reason why you brought up girl is because you like little girls.
Right?
Or little boys, depending on what your preference is right now. Because apparently you don't like fucking your wife. You don't want anything to do with women, so you're liking boys.
So,
Fucking pedophile.
I'm definitely looking.
And no one really calls anything about retiring the old girl. No one really uses that phrase anymore. No one says that we're retiring the old girl. No one says that. They said, hey, we're just going to replace it.
To get a new one, and I want to save money. I don't want to spend a ton of money if I can
Bullshit.
avoid it. It is just for streaming and capturing. I'm not going to play games on it.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much obvious. You spent $2,400 on a new PC.
Have a dedicated gaming PC.
Which you bought, and yet you said that someone donated it to you, which I don't believe.
So, I'm definitely...
Yeah, who the hell even says that? People like Phil.
think
He slaps 11-year-old girls. Oh, yes, because I would slap that bitch of a kid.
Getting one that's like maybe mid-range. What it is, I needed to be able to obviously capture and stream at very good quality.
Yeah, you want it to stream at good quality, but yet you want something that's considered to be like mid-ranged. Mid-range will give you some decent performance, but if you want like really good ones, you have to go to the higher end stuff. So you have to spend maybe, give or take, $1,200, maybe $1,400, give or fucking take. But a decent one will probably cost you like $800. It'll do its job, but you need to update it and actually upgrade it as time goes on, which is something that you never will do. Japanese 605 Australian. Fans don't work, cooling gone. Take it to a repair shop, retire the old girl. Always has the panda on the mind. Leave the PC on the side of the road. You just give it a pill and just abandon it. Whoop. Oh, come on. I went straight into my playlist. I went straight to my playlist. Oh no, my playlist. I show the videos I'm actually streaming. Oh no.
Wanted to be able to...
My laptop that consists of a Ryzen 7 5800 hertz and an RTX 3050 Ti is considered a workhorse. A lot better one. Think a Surface Pro 11 would be a good purchase. Yeah, hold on. I don't want it for gaming, just to replace a laptop. If you're using it for like a work laptop or just a personal laptop, not for games, just like for personal, like for YouTube watching and shit like that, I think it would be fine. But if you're looking for something like a PC, like for gaming is on the laptop, I don't recommend laptops for gaming. Just saying.
The stream at
Oh no, I exposed my playlist.
different qualities. So a higher quality for YouTube, but a lower quality for Kick. I want to be able to do that dual streaming of, best of both worlds.
I hear lots of stuttering. Art is art. I work at a restaurant, so you gotta be nice to me.
And I'm not... sure what I need to do that.
Hold up. So he needs 3 computers, laptop for live chat, gaming, streaming, and recording. What he's wanting, use Fleshlight, he wants... Yeah, I still can't get over your fucking name. What he wants a PC, the gaming PC they use to play games on. He wants a desktop to use for streaming and recording, and he wants to use the laptop for live chat.
Honestly,
And stuttering big.
I hope that I can figure that
Oh, he's talking about Phil.
out soon so that I can get the right one.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa there, Reefer. Whoa, buddy. Don't leave any bad Yelp previous.
Also, I'm gonna get a new capture device.
It's the name, Reaper. Then again, it's YouTube. It's the internet. People are gonna have really dumb names.
Yeah.
He uses his phone to check PayPal. That's true.
That will allow
I'll be sure to too.
me to do stuff like, hopefully, maybe 4K. I don't know about... See, the thing is, right now I can play all games at 4K 60 frames if I wanted on my PC and on
But you can't, though, because you always stick to yourself at 1080p.
my PS4 Pro,
I mean, Reaper, you're right. It could be worse. It could be names from fucking Phil's chat, like, what was it, Poopy Butthole, or Gorilla Butthole, or whatever the fuck that was.
PS5 Pro.
Which, why? Why?
But the capture device to do that might be pretty crazy, and I don't know what kind of hard drive space we're talking about.
He really doesn't need 4K. Like, all that he will really need is something that can run 1080p. That actually makes it look good. Problem is, though, he doesn't even know how to fully operate that one, or how to utilize it properly. Instead, what he's going to do, he's going to get, like, 720p HD, but not 1080p HD. But if it does 1080p, it's the same as 720. So it's a waste of fucking time. He's the most dysfunctional setup for a streamer. Absolutely there, Reap. Absolutely. Not Reaper, Reap out. Reap. I call him Reap. Yeah, for a professional streamer, he has the weirdest setup. Like, I've seen people that do streams use it on one PC. Not 2, not 3, 1. Always does. he'll go back to 900p again. He will. Also, Jameez, I think so to 5 Australian. I only have a 3070 to stream via laptop, and I get better frames and less problems than Phil's Windows 98 laptop.
Save a 4K video in 60 frames. You know what I'm saying?
I would say, yeah, not weird. It's trash. I agree. But in the way, it's kind of weird that Phil says that it's a professional setup, but it's a trash setup. Yeah, one PC, 2 monitors, or one PC, 3 monitors. I've seen people that actually have 4 monitors, and it's like, wow, how could you do this? What black magic are you using?
So I'm not sure.
If the device can run Doom, it's good enough gaming machine. Fight me.
I'm just not
Which Doom are we talking about? Are we talking about classic Doom? Or are we talking about Doom 2016?
sure what to do right now and what I really need. I'm probably going to be talking to people over the next week to figure this out.
Yeah, you're going to talk to one fucking person. You're going to talk to one person that'll tell you exactly what you need to buy, and you're going to tell your audience, hey, business meeting time, you need to give me money for this.
Exactly what components
He expects 3 PCs with a 4090. He doesn't need them all to stream and talk. He really doesn't.
should I get
OG Doom all the way? Then OG Doom is fine. Doom to Dark Ages.
for this thing. And
I'm so excited for Doom to Dark Ages. That game looks fucking fun. Fuck what Phil says, how he says that it looks boring and terrible.
I'm looking either Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that weekend. I'm hoping I can get a good deal on a PC and get it. Because like
I highly doubt he's going to get a good deal on it. He's going to get a PC that costs like $2,000, and he's going to say, oh, I saved a bundle. I only paid $1,900 for it.
I said, this one at this point, I'm really nervous. Oh, I forgot to say. So this morning, the PC, I'm getting.
Oh, he'll definitely call it a donation. That way, he could blame it on someone else if he buys a shitty computer. Jade to Phil, wheel on the Rosie. Whoops, I wheel it of all the clip text. Phil, you did this.
Set up for stream. I'm about to turn it.
Phil's so worried on the whole 40K streaming shit, when in reality, his gaming sucks and no one cares of the quality of the stream. And you're absolutely right.
On, and my PC pops up and says, hard drive errors detected.
Okay, can you describe these errors for us, please?
Restart your PC to fix them.
Yeah, because you have to do that, Phil. Because you don't turn the fucking thing off.
I said, what?
That's a clip.
I have not seen it say that in the entire 10 years I've used the PC. I was like,
He doesn't need one, like, update his to Windows 11 at lull. But he won't do that either. He's just too stupid to figure out how to put an SSD into it and actually put Windows 10 or 11 on there. But yeah, I'm like, what? Hey, Phil, dumbass, your computer kept telling you to restart it and you chose not to.
what the hell?
What? I had to restart my computer to actually make it run? Well, what?
So I restarted the PC and it did 2 checks of the hard drive and then it restarted and now I'm using it and I'm recording.
Yeah, but if the computer's telling you you have multiple errors on there, it's time to let it go.
I hope
It's time to steal your wife's PC again.
doesn't die. Okay, so
And like the Godfather 3, it'll just slump over, and then
I guess we'll see. But yeah, it definitely looks like to me I got to get a new PC probably next week during that Black Friday weekend. Like, you know, you're probably going to be off Amazon. Let's be honest. Amazon has really good deals.
No. Not because Amazon has good deals, but Amazon has fucking payment plans. That's the reason why you want to go there. You know what? I know exactly what his computer is going to look like. You want to know what his computer is going to look like? This is what it's going to look like one of these days. This is going to be his computer. Calling it now. This is what's going to happen to his computer. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. This will be his computer. Calling it now. This will be his gaming computer in a few, or his computers in a few days. Yeah, calling it now. That's what's gonna happen to his PC computer. That's what's gonna happen.
Usually.
Can you get a PC from DoorDash?
Unless I can see a really good deal from like an online thing like a Best Buy or a Walmart or something like that, I'm probably going to end up getting it from like from Amazon. Right.
Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Did you just say Walmart?
Amazon has really good deals, usually.
Unless
I can see a really good deal from like an online thing like a Best Buy or a Walmart or something.
Best Buy? I would recommend Best Buy over fucking Walmart. Why the fuck would you go to fucking Walmart and find a PC? Also, Phil, Didn't you say that poor people go to Walmart to buy shit? Am I not mistaken? Hello?
Something like that.
Jameezy, thanks for the 10 Australia. I appreciate it. I plan to buy it. Secretly buys it, calls it a donation. Chat calls him out on buying the PC without telling them the truth. Bans the main tippers. We look it up, find it online. Rinse and repeat.
I'm probably gonna end up getting it from from Amazon, right?
Of course you do, because you have the payment plan. Oh yeah, and Walmart is evil. That's why I shop at Target. Oh yeah, I forgot Best Buy has payment plans too, but he's not going to go straight into the store at a Best Buy to pick up a PC. No. He wants Amazon to deliver it for him. The Sam's Club PC now runs Vista.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But next week is probably the week. I know we've been waiting a long time, but I think it's time. And then the thing is, the question will be, when do I migrate? Because that's going to be challenging.
Quit saying migrate, Phil. Stop saying migrate.
Migration's going to be tough.
Migration can be considered racist.
Because
Micro Center or Newegg are usually my go-to places for PC stuff. Or PC Part Finder. That's another one too. But it's better than fucking this.
I got to get all of my files that I use to capture and stream.
Cora, I had to deal with a little bit of issues on my end, so I'm back a little bit.
To this new PC.
Just use the PC that you got a few months ago. Yeah, the fucking mini PC.
See, get them all lined up.
After Best Buy fired Phil, he was put on the no payment plan list.
All new software, because I've been using outdated versions of software for years.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
So now I got to get the latest version of software.
Yeah, and again, you're making this sound like a big fucking chore, a big fucking hassle.
And everything, and then figure out how to get all my files to work with it.
This is gonna die. Any PC that he's gonna get, including the new PC that he claimed was donated, is gonna fucking die.
You just know it's gonna be a nightmare. It's not gonna be like
Phil. Jameez, thanks for 2 Australian. Phil migrating. Is he on Trump's illegal list? I wish he was.
Oh, guys, new PC day. Let's just plug it right in and start streaming. It ain't gonna be like that.
No, instead it's gonna be like, hey guys, look, I got a brand new PC. Watch me set it up. What do you mean I gotta restart my modem? Shut the fuck up. It has nothing to do with my modem, you fucking idiot. I'm streaming right now. Restarts his modem. Oh, I guess it was the modem.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
It's gonna be like a pain in the ass, setting up, work for a couple of days before I can get it working right. I guarantee it's gonna be a pain in my ass. So,
well, of course it is, because you don't know shit about PCs, and yet you're going to sit there and go, I know how to set up PCs. I've had LAN parties.
Oh.
My PC's going to die one day, dude, just like my detractors. Oh, yes. Huh, guess I'm still here.
It is what it is, but I'll get it done, but I gotta buy it.
And James Gout, Papa needs a brand new big.
So, hopefully, I can find a good deal. Obviously, we're all going to be working on this together. I'll be keeping you in the loop and everything.
Phil is paying in my asshole.
Because, without a good streaming PC, I can't stream. That's what you guys are here for every day, right?
No, we're here to make fun of you.
So,
we're not here for your streams. We.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
PCs are not that complex, man. There never are. It's only complex for him because the guy's 42 years old and knows nothing about technology.
I'll let you know, okay? So that was Phil's day off.
I got the drip, go. I got the drip, go.
Yeah, that was Phil's day off. He's got the drip. But never the riz.
Well, let me tell you something, bro.
Oh, by the way, welcome back to RPG Overload. Excuse number 573.
Brother.
Snort, snort, snort,
Kogan. Drip,
snort, snort.
I got the drip.
I'm gay.
Our first tip is a $5 tip from Score.
Phil, you'll never score.
He says,
If Beavis can score before you, you'll never score.
all due respect, the whole there's no games coming out thing sucks to hear when Rebirth and Metaphor were skipped.
Yeah, they technically were skipped. Technically. I got yesterday a new TV. My old one lights in the side of the TV was broken, so I need a new one, which is good.
Rebirth and Metaphor were not skipped.
No, you're right, Phil. They weren't skipped. They were dropped. They were wage quits.
I beg to differ.
He didn't quit Bloodborne.
Score. Now listen, please, with all due respect, 'cause I'm not going to be insulting to you at all.
Oh, I'm not going to be insulted to you at all, but I'm going to tell you that you're an idiot.
What you said is not factually accurate.
And that was not funny.
That's funny. Dickens rap.
That.
Here lies Phil. He never scored.
At all. I played both games. Final Fantasy VII
Technically, no. You only played the demo for one game. You didn't play the full game itself.
Rebirth. I played for 21 hours. I checked the other day. I played 21 hours of it. All right? And
How many of those 21 hours was you begging for money and stalling for tips?
after 21 hours, people stopped showing up to the streams and stopped supporting them.
Because you weren't progressing in the fucking story.
I had a stream of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth where we couldn't even bring in 150 viewers, and I made $10.
Where? Fucking where? Give that metaphor demo. It's the start of the game. It counts. Doesn't change that he rage quit it or wage quit it.
And it was
And again, Phil.
a 3-hour gameplay segment.
And again, Phil. How is that our problem? Yeah, skip dip.
I tried.
Yeah, well deserved $10. Well deserved.
Really, I did. People refuse to show up for RPGs.
No, they just refuse to show up when you're playing a game boringly. Yeah, because you're boring. Like, yeah, 2 streams. He had a full premiere stream, day and night, and he barely could pull in $120 some odd. And on the very next day, he had a fucking podcast where he's sitting there bitching and complaining that he didn't make any money, pulled out a fucking training wig and went, look guys, I had this wig that someone donated to me, and I was going to put it on, but none of you contributed, so I guess that's not going to happen. And then people gave him money out of pity. Because he gaslit his audience believing that it was their fault. And then he put on the wig and he looked stupid. Jameezy thanks for the 5 Australian. I love how his entire super chats were about him skipping and dropping Final Fantasy Rebirth and saying, get your fat ass back to playing it. Which he never did.
Now you're talking about Metaphor. I love Metaphor. To me,
Yeah, you love Metaphor, then why aren't you playing it?
out of all the games I played this year, Metaphor is my RPG.
Metaphor? It's Metaphor.
I love Metaphor.
He says it right there.
Me, out of
I'm comfortable with it being my fault.
all the games I've played this year, Metaphor is
Metafart was my favorite, even though you didn't play it.
my RPG of
You didn't play it all the way.
the year. I'm serious. The 12 hours I played of Metaphor.
Metaphor, bro, how do you misspeak this hard? Metaphor is a great game. I will say this. Metaphor, if I had to say the best RPG of this year, it would go straight to Metaphor. Or, on the other side of the things, it could go straight to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like, this whole year was great for RPGs alone. We're not including Veilguard, because that's Failguard. We're not including that one. But all the other RPGs that came out were fucking amazing.
Were a delight. Of the year. I'm serious.
I'm serious. I just remember I need to start playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I keep forgetting that along with Dragon's Dogma 2. I keep forgetting, but it's not my fault. There are so many games to play. I agree with you.
12 hours I played of Metaphor
Yeah, 12 hours you played a Metaphor demo.
were a delight.
Were they? Because the majority of that was you complaining that you weren't getting enough money.
I love the game.
Let's see. When are the Game Awards? Next month. It's on a Thursday. I know it's on a Thursday. I don't know when it'll be on. It's usually the second week of December.
I love the art style. The story was getting incredibly interesting.
Yeah, you're playing the beginning of it, though, Phil. The beginning.
Everything in the game was good. I think I had one complaint, and that was that the optional dungeon was too tough.
Well, because it's the optional dungeon. You don't have to do the optional dungeon.
And it's obviously it's meant that you come back and do it later or whatever. But outside of that, I thought Metaphor was absolutely, positively outstanding.
You thought it was outstanding. Oh, it's just like Persona. Hey, look at Persona 5, a game that you never finished. And here's that super chat. You skipped Rebirth. I rewatched your streams. You hit your goal in everyone except 2. He would hit his $50 goal, and that's it. And that was at the time where Phil would sit there and go, if I hit $50, I'll be fine. And yet he never continued.
Okay?
For context, that dungeon was what even the informant tells you. It makes Cathedral look weak because you're meant to go there after. Which, funny enough, I didn't do that in the demo. Instead, I went to the Cathedral dungeon for a little bit. I leveled up a bit. And I just fucked around in the town talking with a lot of people. Like, working on the social stats. I forgot what they were because it's been a while since I played Metaphor.
Seriously. And I played it for 12 hours, the demo. So basically, I played a good first chunk of it through the
No, you didn't.
intro.
No, you didn't.
By the last stream of Metaphor, again, I couldn't hold 200 viewers.
And that's not our fault or their audience's fault.
I didn't even get $50 in support.
Not their fault.
What do you want
Actually, no, you hit $84 and you quit.
me to do?
You hit 50, but you couldn't hit 84.
I have to play stuff that people want to see and are willing to show up, watch, and support. Because this is my job. I know
I thought this was your hobby, not a job.
it's confusing because gaming in general is entertainment.
Okay, why are you pig-splaying this?
And it's meant to be something you do as a hobby or relaxation.
Exactly that. Why are you pig-splaying this?
For me, it is, but it's also my job.
Uh-huh. It's not really a job, though, Phil, because when people have streams, they have jobs outside of this, though, and that streaming games could be considered as a hobby, a way to pass the time with an audience watching.
I have to do things that people want to see.
And you're not doing any of that, though, Phil. You're not making it entertaining. You're not one of the streamers that plays a game and he's dressed up like a character from the fucking game. You're not doing that. You're not doing anything that's intriguing to the audience. Not doing something that's considered to be entertaining. You're boring every single time you play a game. It doesn't matter what game you play. You can take a first-person shooter, which is Call of Duty, you can make that boring. Look at the campaign. But when you play online, you can make it somewhat entertaining because of the salt. Same thing with Street Fighter 6. Playing the World Tour mode, you made that incredibly boring. Even though, granted, World Tour is not the best, you could still make that game incredibly fucking boring. Online, though,
That's all I can taste is salt.
the salt makes it better. And you play any other game. It doesn't matter if the game's brand new or the game is retro. You will take any goddamn game. Either it can be critically acclaimed, mid-reviews, or somewhat negative reviews, and make it incredibly fucking boring.
Because it's my
I guarantee you, if he ever played UFO 50, he would make that incredibly fucking boring.
work. Things that people are willing to pay for so that I can make a living. People
Yeah, make a living. Uh-huh.
will not show up, support, and pay for RPGs right now.
Uh-huh, they're not gonna pay for RPGs. Yeah, unlike us, Fig. Yeah, unlike us. And Phil ain't like us. We need to play Party House again.
I don't know what changed there.
I don't know what other game we need to play again. Probably Power Wash Simulator.
Because they used to, but now they don't. My attendance has been very low, and the support has been very low every time I've touched an RPG this year.
And that's whose fault? Whose fault is that, Phil? It ain't the detractor's fault. It ain't your audience's fault. It's not the game developer's fault. It's not the game industry's fault. It's your fault. Yeah, say it with me now. It is your fault. Give me a Y. Give me an O. Give me a U. Give me an R. Your fault. Anyways, Greenlight, thanks for the 2. He's not a gamer. He's fake as fuck. Always fake as fuck. He's a poser. He will say that he loves a certain game, but when you see it and call it to action, he doesn't know jack shit about the fucking games. Instead, he'll just tell her, I like the game. It looks pretty. It's a pretty game. Okay. What else do you like about it besides being a graphics whore? Bad. Jabrizzi, thanks for the 10 Australia. If this is his job, he wouldn't survive a 9-to-5 by just saying, how I don't like this part of the job. I want to do this. I get more money. Then the job fires his ass. Always. They're always going to, like, fire him for something. Look at all the jobs he ever fucking had. He got fired or he got laid off. But at the end of the day, fired.
And it's every RPG, too, just for the record. Like a Dragon.
Bill treats any game like he plays like a job. He hates video games. Yeah, he does. Again, going back to Dark Souls 1, back when he was partnered with Machinima, he hated Dark Souls 1 and gave us that great line, if I wasn't getting paid for this, I wouldn't be playing this.
Final Fantasy VII, Dragon's Dogma, Metaphor.
Hold on, going back for all these games?
G2, just for the record. Like a Dragon.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, you played and you finished, and you complained that you weren't getting money until the end of the fucking playthrough. But you said that that was saving your channel. And then came Baldur's Gate 3. A game that you said killed your channel, but was giving you money. $100 every single time you would stream the fucking game. And then it made you gay because they made you say, hey, you're going to make love to this bear and you're going to fucking like it. But Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth? No, that game's great. You're a big fan, and yet you're about to pass the fuck out. But it gave us the great eat it rant because the game was just like, you, fur. Oh, wait, man, thanks for the 5. It's only a matter of time before the internet fires them. Oh, absolutely.
Final Fantasy VII, Dragon's Dogma.
Final Fantasy VII, again, Queen's Blood, didn't progress the story, and you were afraid of big Tifa Booba.
Metaphor.
Also, what was the other game?
Two, just for the record. Like a Dragon, Final Fantasy VII, Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma, you hated that game, and you quit it because your wife didn't finish the game. Your wife found the game boring, and she didn't continue. And you didn't have a guide to go back to.
Metaphor.
Metaphor, you only played the demo, and you got mad that no one was giving you money, and no one was, quote-unquote, attending your streams. You're going to make Let's Play, you're going to like it.
Now Veilguard, like every...
Veilguard, on the other hand, no one really wanted you to play that game, but yet you believe that people wanted you to play that game. And you just wanted to do it because you wanted to play either A, the Contrarian, or B, the guy that played Dragon Age Veilguard, and said, yeah, this game sucks. Contributing to all the other opinions that people have said way before you.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
Every RPG I've attempted to play in 2024.
What about Sea of Stars, Phil? You just dropped that because you could play all the other top new releases like Tekken 8 and like Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Has had the same issue.
Final Fantasy 9 is also a good RPG too, but if you're going to talk about the old, not digital, but the, trying to think of it, like the 2D ones, I would say 6 is the best one. If you're talking about 2D.
So, you can try to speculate what the issue is.
Phil, what is there to speculate? The bottom line, it's you.
I've already tried that.
You tried to explain it and try to make excuses to saying that it's not you. You made up excuses after excuses after excuses that it wasn't you. All the motherfucking time.
Big juicy ball. But I can't
Oh, Brandu, please stream again. Please stream again.
Make people show up.
Yeah, you can't. You really can't. And that's the problem. You have way too many high expectations on if a game's going to give you viewers or not.
Big black
Like, it really doesn't matter. I've seen people that stream, and they barely get anyone watching them. At best, they'll probably get, like, maybe 20, 30 people watching them. In some cases, 100 people watching them. I don't see them complaining that people aren't tuning in, that people aren't giving them money. Instead, they're playing the game, and they're having fucking fun. Good examples of those people? Oh, I can name you a few.
Randu.
That's one. That's another one. And
Iviga.
that's actually a third one. I had to throw myself in there. Sorry. But the point remains. I don't see those people complaining that people aren't showing up. I don't see them complaining that they're not getting the money at all. I'm not seeing them bitch and complain. So again, it's a you problem.
People show up for action-based games like Call of Duty.
Phil, that most that you got throughout the Call of Duty gameplay that you did today, you barely could get 300 fucking people watching you.
Or Bloodborne. Or
Bloodborne? You could barely get that too.
Street Fighter 6.
But also Bloodborne, a game that you already played twice before and you're playing it for a third time. How is that any better? Jimmy 605 Australian. Wouldn't surprise me if he ended up doing a review of the Yakuza series on Prime because he's such a fan and he sees himself as a Yakuza victim. No, he said he had no issue, like no real interest in watching the Yakuza not animated series. If they did an animated series, that would be fucking dope. But no, he would not do the Amazon series. He will play the not third one, but he will play the what was it, Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii. He'll play that game, and he's gonna pass himself out to sleep.
Right? They do.
Chaos Roll 1 was concerned about the views. Yeah, even his own wife back in the day when she streamed video games didn't care about the views.
They even show up for my podcast today. We have 372 people on the show.
Again, they have a Netflix show. I did not know that. But Phil, here's the thing with this though. You said that you have certain people that stick around to certain parts of your podcast or your streams. Your quote-unquote podcast, you'll have people around that'll stay there, and then once the gameplay starts, they dip the fuck out.
We have...
Watching Silo, my boy. Also, we live. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Japan Nader.
I think around 30 people over on Kick.
Yeah, 30 people. Such an achievement.
Oh, almost 40 people over on Kick.
Oh, he got 40 people on Kick. 40! Woo!
So we have over 400 viewers just for my podcast, right?
Woo! Want a cookie?
And so obviously it's not me. People are here to hang out with me and have a good time. But
Again, he's going right back to making the excuse that it's not me, it's the game.
seems the moment I boot up an RPG, people go to sleep. And that
I mean, people tell me to go to sleep all the fucking time, but yet the RPG gameplay, I've seen you cover the gameplay. It looks awful. And yet, for some reason, my tired ass doesn't sleep.
that's sad.
There's a Yakuza anime. It's called The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. I did watch it, but it looks fun. Yeah, but it has anything to do with Yakuza. It doesn't have anything to do with Like a Dragon.
It really is.
Yeah, kick viewers hate him.
It is. And here's the thing. If people were more apt to support, for
Oh, and now he's going back to, hey, if you like me, give me money.
example, take a look at what happened with Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, a game that you said that wasn't going to be Game of the Year contender, and also was killing your channel.
With Baldur's Gate 3, for something like 4 months, I played the game. Over 200 hours, right? It was one of the longest playthroughs I've ever done.
Yeah, and you bitched and complained that you weren't making a lot of progress on it. AKA, it was killing your channel, but it gave you money.
Views were down, ad revenue was way down, but some people did show up and actually support the playthrough, so I kept playing it.
I love how he's like, ad revenue's down. He was like, ad revenue's down? Members are down? My love life is down? Like, he would make up a lot of excuses to why it was, terrible. Like, why Baldur's Gate 3 is terrible. But he would be making his tip goals like crazy. He would hit the tier 2 tips goal all throughout, sometimes hitting the tier 3 tips goal. And yet he's sitting there going that it killed his channel. Also, someone else, Bloomkit, a regular supporter of Phil. To be fair, you dropped or most of the best games of the year. Not trying to be what?
Okay?
Sorry, the DWO is in the way.
Channel, though.
Oh, not trying to be negative, just being honest. Which, Bloomkit, you're not wrong. Like, you know what? You know what you get? You get this. Where is it?
What?
That's what you get.
It really did. Me playing that game as long as I did literally hurt this channel.
It hurt the channel, huh? Then why did you get money out of it then, Phil? Why are you saying that it was great for support then,
It was a big shot, like, boom.
He played it safe to try to avoid all the relationships, and yet he had to make love to that bear, and he had to fucking like it too.
Boom.
But he was hating it all throughout the entirety of it. He was grimacing.
Loss of views, loss of attention for like 3 months. And then
Yeah, what was it? Like, his husband, aka the bear, gave him a gift, and he's like, oh, gee, thanks. He gave it to the dog, and his husband was upset. Why is he mad at me? Well, I wonder why.
started bringing back action-based games, and people came back again.
I highly doubt that.
And it was a slow build back. It really
Highly doubt that.
was.
It was a grisly situation.
But if more people were apt to at least support the RPGs, then I
Oh, bother. Where's my pot of honey?
would consider playing them, even with low attendance and low views. Because that's another thing. The videos don't even get views. Right now,
Yeah, views. You don't want to be Mr. Views.
I'm playing a Veilguard, the videos don't even get 300 views. So, it's got to come, it's a business as well as a hobby, but it's a business.
And yet, that's your fault.
It's what's meant to pay my bill.
Yeah, so money. He doesn't give a fuck about the game. He doesn't give a fuck about if people enjoy it or not. He only cares about if he gets money out of it, and that's it.
I have to play things people want.
Yeah, none of this video gets views.
When people are not showing up and not actively supporting RPGs, it means that's not what you want. I'm sorry, I'm just being matter of fact here, but that's the case.
What the fuck is this person saying? Though I won't lie, wrestling and BJJ can get pretty gay at times. Ayo, what? Huh? You got record tips from Baldur's. It literally helped you. See, even people in his kick chat are telling him this. Yeah, he paywalls his content a lot.
So, if, for example, people were like, yeah, well, if you keep playing Veilguard, we'll make sure you hit your support goal every stream.
Who says this? Who told you this? When I was a kid, they called me the juice box. Now I'm the drink.
Then I would keep playing it. Or same thing with, with Metaphor.
Metaphor. Yeah, I love Metaphor. Give me money for it.
People had said, yeah, you're a support goal, don't worry. I didn't. I played Metaphor. It killed the streak. So,
Phil, they were trying to encourage you and they were trying to support you, and yet you took that as, why didn't you give me money then? You're saying you're going to support me, right?
I I'm not sure what else
Oh, BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It wasn't that part, Soldier. It wasn't that part. It was the part who's like, yeah, it can be pretty gay.
to say.
And then he went on to say, like that meme with Butthead that screams for help when Diddy is taking him from behind. Like, why? No Diddy.
You know, I didn't
No Diddy here, please. No Diddy.
not
Fun fact, he isn't poor, but yeah, he cries poor.
play the games or skip them. I did play them. They failed.
The games did not fail, Phil. Your stream's dead, aka you failed, not the game.
I can't make certain genres of game be more popular with my general viewing audience.
Again, they don't need your help with it, though, Phil. Instead, the game does a good enough job doing it itself to make itself popular. They don't need you to make a game popular. They don't need you to have someone going around saying the game is amazing while they have already people doing it already. They have accolade trailers for that already, for God's sake. They have fucking goddamn motherfucking journalism. Journalist reviews telling people that the game is great. Even user scores on Metacritic are saying that the game is great.
just can't. I don't know what else to say. You know.
And again, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not every single game out there is going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's not. Some people don't think that Metaphor is a great game. They're not going to say that Stellar Blade's a good game. Or, what was it? Black Myth Wukong. Or any indie game like UFO 50. Or Cultic. Or any game that came out this year. It's always subjective. You're going to have differences of opinions of saying which game is good, which game is not good, or which game is okay, but it could be improved. Like, take, for example, Tears of the Kingdom. People are saying it's a great game. I was one of the people who was like, it's a good game, but it's not the best game. Like, honestly, in the Zelda franchise, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are not the best Zelda games, in my opinion. That's why I go back to games like Link to the Past, or Wind Waker, or Ocarina of Time, even Majora's Mask, a game that I got into when I got older. I'll say that one is better than Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Which game is bigger, best? If I could say that, WWE Champions.
If people are showing up for certain games,
I meant he said everything, but just saying he wants their money. Always. Oh yeah, Minish Cap is great too.
and not others, people show up.
And it's all subjective. All of that is subjective. And people can look at my opinion about it and say, you're wrong about it, or I'm right about it. But here's the thing. I don't mind it. Because it's going to bring off really diverse opinions about it. Whether it's good or bad, or we can agree to disagree, at the end of the day, we can all be civil about it.
For the podcast, if people show up for the politics show, but they're not showing up for RPGs, I can't twist their arm and make them show up.
Yeah, you really can't though, Phil, because you'll be up the stairs and you have to go downstairs because they can't go up there because of wheelchairs.
Support. Okay? And I know it's sad, because it's an entire genre, and I like the genre.
Phil, if you really like this genre, you wouldn't have made that bullshit thing about RPG Overload this year. You wouldn't have done that.
It's one of my favorites, but I
No, it's not.
can't. This is gaming culture right now.
Oh, now he's blaming gaming culture. He's blaming gaming culture for the reason why RPGs aren't doing good. When that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. If you look at many fucking people this year, RPG fans, they see games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Persona 3 Reload, Dragon's Dogma 2, Rise of the Ronin, Unicorn Overlord, Metaphor, and many other RPGs that came out this fucking year. They're eating good tonight. But not Phil, though.
Essentially, you
It's
understand?
a good year for RPGs, and yet Phil has to play contrarian.
And culture's changing, and in general, what's happening is these RPGs are becoming more niche.
Even though fighting games are more niche than RPGs, just saying. Phil needs a good game to balance out the game he wants to play. He doesn't have that. That's why he whines always. He only plays mainstream games and complains about gaming being dead, or gaming is dead. Like, dude, you can find a lot of things that you might like. Also, nobody watches him play because he's boring and he thinks that it's the game's fault. Always. Why does it feel like he goes on the same rant every other day? Because same shit, different day.
They are. Why? Because there's too many. It used to
Yeah,
be.
Peter, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. When someone is in someone's face, pretty much Phil and the people who are in this chat. Always.
1 or 2 RPGs a year. Okay, great. Everyone get on board. We love these RPGs. Now there's 17 in a year. So now
And that's a bad thing. How exactly?
everyone goes and plays the one that they like, and now no one can agree on what's their favorite, and now they get less attention and less support, and no one cares about them anymore.
Phil, they're still going to get attention. They're still going to get support. They're still going to get bought. Problem is, though, is that you don't seem to understand that what people like is entirely up to them. It's not up to you to decide and dictate which RPG is the best and which one's the worst. Like, you could sit there and say that Dragon's Dogma 2 is not the best game. It's a sucky RPG. Yet there are people out there that'll just like disagree with you and go, no, Dragon's Dogma 2 is actually really good, and I was hoping that Dragon's Dogma 2 would come out. Guarantee you, there are people out there that were wanting a sequel for Dragon's Dogma, and they finally got it, and they were excited. Oh, by the way, Greenlight, thanks for the 5. This man is not an RPG fan. He's only in it for the money. Yeah, he doesn't work hard for the money. So lazy for the money. Yeah, you can like whatever you like, dude. I love Dragon's Dogma 2. I am people. You are him. You are him.
Dude.
I don't have that sound. I thought I did.
It's the same thing that would happen if there were too many first-person shooters.
Then again, though, Phil, it will be the same thing, though. But you want to know something funny, though? I have no problem with the boomer shooter market. We get games like Dusk. We get games like Cultic. We get games like Turbo Overkill. We get Bolt Gun. We get Erot. We get games like Incision. We get games like, I said Dusk, Ultra Kill. Like, my God, dude. I'm happier to see all that. Today's Phil stream will be bad because of the game rewards. By the way, my game of the year is Stellar Blade.
If there were too many fighting games, it's the
You mean I am him, I've been him? I am God of War. I am Tekken 3.
same.
I am World of Warcraft. Yeah, Project Warlock, that's another one too.
And that's happened before, too. Do you remember early on in my time as a YouTuber, at
Oh, great, back in the day.
one point there was like 10 to 12 FPS games within a year.
Uh-huh.
And what would happen is they would all kill each other, and then ultimately only Call of Duty would come out on top because
Not necessarily the case, though, Phil. There are some times where Call of Duty didn't do so well, and Battlefield might do better, or Halo might do better, or any other RPGs or shooters out there will do better. Overwatch did better. It was Game of the Year for 2016. A game that I don't see why it deserved to get Game of the Year, but I get it.
no one could remember the other.
Well, that's good, Brand Dude. Good that the stitches come out.
There was just too many. Now there's no competition for Call of Duty. It's literally the only FPS in a year. So it's kind of the flip side now. But
The floop side? Did this bitch just say floop side?
for Call of Duty, it's literally the only FPS in a year. So it's kind of the flip side.
The floop side. Side.
now. But this is not the first time this has happened in the industry. I don't know if it's just game developers find it easier to develop RPGs, so they're pumping them out at a more rapid pace or something.
Yeah, I can totally see RPGs coming out. Like Activision decides to make Call of Duty an RPG.
don't know, but there's just too many.
And that's how's this a problem, Phil? Like I said before, RPG fans are eating good this year.
You know, if
Just not you. Phil's a worst person shooter.
again, if we had a Baldur's Gate 3 this year, I'd play it. There's
No, you wouldn't.
no Baldur's Gate 3 this year.
You wouldn't play it. You bitched and complained that Baldur's Gate 3 was not going to be Game of the Year contender. You know what? Fuck this. Give me a minute. Give me a fucking minute. I'm gonna bring this video back up because this video is very, as you like to say, very pertinent. Very pertinent. Give me a minute.
Ever again. So you have
God damn it. I hate where it goes to time. I need to delete that. Here we go.
Here's the thing, though, all right? This is what a lot of people still don't understand. Right now, Baldur's Gate 3 is all the rage. And it's all the rage for good reason. Everyone who's playing it on PC is saying it's one of the best RPGs ever made, yada yada. However, it's a PC-centric RPG. Baldur's Gate 3 is popular right now.
Oh, yeah, I did see that they have Yggdra Union and Riviera. Yeah, Riviera. I did see that.
But once
And what was it? Phantom Blade.
Starfield hits, you're likely not going to hear anything about Baldur's Gate ever again. So you have to stop with the bullshit and understand the way of reality. It doesn't matter if you live in your PC bubble and all you do is play PC games, so that's all you hear about. That's not reality. Baldur's Gate 3 could literally be the best game of the decade.
Yeah, and I love how immediately Brandu did a really good job on this one.
Dude.
He did a really good job with this one as well, showing off the scores of both Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3. How many people are playing in-game? Release dates? Yeah. And how many percentages are positive?
And it's still not going to get as much attention as a game like Starfield. When I hear things like, oh, it was unfair that Xbox wasn't getting Baldur's Gate 3, but PlayStation is.
Fun fact, Game Awards, they actually shadow dropped the fact that it was coming to Xbox.
You don't understand
And it released on Xbox too.
something. In 1 week's time, no one will be talking about Baldur's
It's only gotten worse for Starfield since this video was, well, Baldur's Gate 3 has remained the same or better.
Gate 3 in the mainstream gaming media. It will as if the game never existed. Because all you're going to hear is Starfield, 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 Starfield.
I'm going to read these articles. Baldur's Gate 3 speedrunner races to bear sex. Baldur's Gate 3 Asterion voice actor was very close to quitting acting before landing a role in the RPG. 2023 Golden Joystick Awards. Baldur's Gate 3 wins Game of the Year and 6 more awards.
Starfield,
And also wins Ultimate Game of the Year.
and Lies of P, Mortal Kombat, and
By the way, Mortal Kombat, a game that he bought the Ultra edition of it, or the, what was it, the Premium edition for, rage quit it within 1 week of owning it. Liza P played it, was nominated for RPG of the Year, but did not win.
And when October hits, all those new releases that are consoles, you're not going to hear Baldur's Gate 3 whispered once.
But yet, every single time, throughout that time, when all these new games were coming out, you know what I kept seeing on Twitter? I keep seeing a lot of things about Baldur's Gate 3. I see a lot of people cosplaying as Karlach, Asterion, Shadowheart, Laziel. I saw a lot of people cosplaying as those characters. And it's still going on.
Each little isolated community feels like their game is a shoo-in for Game of the Year.
Greenlight, thanks for it too. I forgot I even had Starfield on Steam. Yeah, Raphael too.
Wrong.
Yeah, Raphael was another one.
Wrong. Even if Starfield sucks ass, it's going to be Game of the Year contender.
Nope. It was nominated for RPG of the Year, but didn't win.
I kid you not. Even if
It wasn't even on there.
it's a horrible, broken, buggy fucking mess of a piece of shit game, it will still be considered for Game of the Year.
And yeah, look what we got. We had Alan Wake 2, we had Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 remake, we had Mario Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom, and what's this?
Baldur's Gate 3 is
go
all
that
new.
you Phil.
They're not going to get hyped for the game 2-3 months later. That's not how it works.
I mean, people can still get hyped for a game because word of mouth exists.
You know what they say? You always have a, you only have one chance for a first impression. Baldur's Gate 3 gave its first impression, and that impression was, it's a PC game.
No, I didn't see anything about it's a PC game. The impression I got from it, it's a really good RPG that does really good when it comes to its storytelling, good with customization, and it actually allows you to tell a story of how you would want to do it. It's very immersive. Starfield is not that immersive.
You could disagree, but I don't want to say I told you so at the end of this year. I really don't. All right? I'm happy that Baldur's Gate 3 will be on Xbox. I'm just not convinced that anyone's really going to care about it by the time that it comes out on.
Now, Phil brought up the whole thing about Baldur's Gate 3, so I decided to bring back last year classic. It's a Goldie.
You know what I mean? Like, I really don't think it's going to be a focus of any Xbox gamer. They're going to already be into this 100 other games that are coming out in the fall gaming season. No one's going to go back and say, oh, I've been waiting for Baldur's Gate. No, they've already heard about it and they moved on to play other games. That's why you need to have it come across all platforms, or what's the point?
Yeah, I haven't even played Baldur's Gate 3. Quit. Fuck.
Fuck.
I still can't believe I chose to buy Starfield last year instead of Baldur's Gate 3 when I had the option. Well, you can buy it. You can still buy it.
Here. You should play Final
Because he brought up the whole thing about there was no Baldur's Gate 3 this year.
Fantasy VII Rebirth. I did, it failed.
No, it didn't. You failed.
Oh, you should play Metaphor. I did, it failed.
No, you failed, and you only played the demo.
Like, what do you want me to do?
All the shit that you're talking about is that you failed. Oh yeah, that Salt was epic. Karlach lost the spear too, and Asterion took all of his stuff.
It's not that I didn't play them. I'm playing Veilguard right now. Can't get viewers for it.
Again, because you failed. Not because the game failed, it's because you failed. But then again, Veilguard was already failing from the get-go.
Don't know what to say, guys. Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, Asterion rammed him. He took the grocery bags too. I think Asterion took his tire. Let's see here.
Someone named Richard Burnell tipped $1 and said cry.
Cry harder.
About what? Cry about what?
Cry about being a little bitch.
Cope.
Phil went on a whole 3-hour rant when Asteria took his legendary equipment. It was hilarious. Yeah, the game broke him.
I don't have anything to cry about. I'm good.
You're crying that RPGs are failing and that no one likes to watch you play RPGs, bro.
You cry in 2 cases. Actually, you cry in 3 cases. If you're really upset and sad,
Which you always are.
if you're really happy, or
You're never happy.
if you're in pain.
You're always in pain when you don't hit the street goals. And you're always in pain when people don't give you money. You're never happy. And the only time you're ever happy is when people give you money, but you don't cry.
Well, I'm not very upset and sad.
Oh, wait, you also cried during... What was it? You cried at parts during Spider-Man 2, and you cried at the end of Chrono Trigger for some fucking reason.
Ah!
Oh, yeah, he's also in pain when he eats, too. That's also true. But, yeah, I don't... Why did he cry at the end of Chrono Trigger? I don't understand why he did that.
I'm
That's just one thing that just baffles me. It's like, what? Was the game that good, in quotes, that it made you cry?
good. I'm happy, but I'm not like over.
He cried when he played straight. Yeah, because he reminds me of my cat. Jasper. I didn't neglect Jasper. What about the blood work, Phil? Fuck you!
Overwhelming, overjoyed, and I'm
You're never overjoyed.
certainly not in pain. So
You're in pain when you eat food. You're sad when you don't hit money. And you're sad right now. You're angry right now.
no.
Or another thing that you could be like laughing. If you laugh so hard that you cry yourself, then yeah, you could do that too. He cried because it was one of the only games he managed to complete.
See, Zaneed made a point.
Disgusting.
Zaneed says people like turn-based RPGs. Sadly, most people don't like watching them.
What?
What?
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Dragon's Dogma 2, and Dragon Age aren't turn-based RPGs. Those are action-based RPGs. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth was a turn-based RPG. Metaphor is a turn-based RPG. But none of the games that you played, all the other ones were not turn-based RPGs. What are you on about?
You know, I hate to say it, that's different than how it used to be.
No, it's not. People still like playing JRPGs, and people still like playing games that are turn-based. People like enjoying it if they make it entertaining.
I used to be able to play any kind of game and people would show up.
Phil, didn't you say that people wouldn't show up if you played a game like Chrono Trigger? Because you played it before already, and you said that nobody showed up.
Now it seems like people want certain genres of game, and then they want me to do other kinds of content.
So, React content, you got rid of that for the political show, and because you're doing politics, because your dumbass couldn't figure out that LARPers were telling you to do it, and you're like, that's a great idea.
Again, it's not that there's no demand and no interest.
Phil, there was demand for you to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You got super chats telling you, hey, play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. People were telling you to play it, and you banned them.
It's that the interest is just not for RPGs this year.
Says who?
That's it. That's the one genre that's failed. Like, I've done other... Look, think about it. I played Nintendo World Championships. That worked.
Because you begged about money, and you cried when you did get money. And no, that did not work. You were boring throughout the entirety of that.
Seriously.
Also, Nintendo World Championships is not really a fucking streaming game. It can be if you're entertaining enough, which that's something that you're not.
I played both retro and new fighting games.
Yeah, but you are bad at them. And yet, when you are good at them, you come across as a sore winner.
Both worked.
When you beg for money.
I played a good variety of stuff this year.
Okay, name the other variety of stuff besides Nintendo World Championships and new and old retro games, or fighting games, excuse me.
You know, I really have. Everything worked but RPGs.
Sure they did.
RPGs is the one common factor of...
No one has a retarded ass voice acting either. That's why his Chrono Trigger got all fuck all for videos or for views. That is true.
failure for some reason.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. I got the drip. Go.
Yeah, the whole thing was just cope.
Cope.
There's one thing we're gonna look at, and I'm done. This. Welcome to him crying. Welcome to him preemptively making bullshit up. He is preloading the excuses. So you know what? You know what time it is. We're gonna take this and oh come on. I hate when that happens. We're going to take this, and we're going to put this right here. Face touch time. Let's go. Gray Bloodborne Day. Ackimbo in Black Ops 6. Can the streak survive tomorrow? Let's go.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 17th of November, 2024.
Now it's Monday, the 18th.
Great streaming day. Although, there were some developments that I feel like everyone should be made aware of.
Developments, he says. What developments? Did you finally hit puberty?
Not necessarily awful developments or anything like that.
Then
but
why say it like that, Phil?
I feel like it's time to bring it up, so let's do it. Let's first of all recap everything that happened today.
Like, okay, go ahead. Go ahead and just do a shitty recap.
Well,
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 worked. It saved the business. If RPGs are the only games failing, then why did Black Myth Wukong kill the streak? Because Phil sucked at it.
first off, we started today with a chill
I'm back. Who is Ackimbo? Guns Ackimbo.
level 1 podcast recapping my day off yesterday with some updates about various different things, especially including my PC, which is having some problems.
Wah.
So I'm, excuse me, really hoping we can find a good deal around Black Friday / Cyber Monday
We?
for a new streaming and capture PC for me.
Yeah, he's putting in the title that came to Streak Survive tomorrow. He's immediately preempting the begs for tomorrow, and this is just not helping him at all. It just is not.
Because this thing is having hard drive issues, and it's really on its last legs, I feel. So it is definitely time, okay? But then we talked a lot about the game.
He got exposed as a bear lover. Oh, goddamn, it's Chappie. He forces these people to shop with them because Cat won't in real life.
Awards, because the Game Awards are in a lot of hot water.
No, I think Cat would just tell him, just use my PC, honey. Oh, hold on. Just use my PC, honey. Use my PC. I don't mind. No, honey, it's all that.
For various different reasons.
I can't wait for more RPGs next year, so Phil could just rage more about that.
The fact that apparently this year they're including DLCs and remakes as, you know, Game of the Year and award contenders when they never were before.
Phil, remakes were already considered as a contender for it as well. It already was the case, Phil. Last year, Resident Evil 4 Remake was nominated for Game of the Year and also Action Game of the Year. Did you forget about that? 2019, Resident Evil 2 Remake. 2020, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. All of those were nominated for, like, Games of the Year. And yet, you completely forgot about those.
This year, they are not listing who...
But the only thing that they didn't do was DLC or expansions. Those were the only ones that they didn't really put on there. I mean, for God's sake, if you're talking about, like, remasters, that's a different story. Because those are games that are just taking the old game from the ground up and remastering it while adding a little bit more content to it. That's it.
Their jury is of people who are voting on games.
Yeah, because last time... Oh, he touched his face. Last time that happened, people complained.
Seriously, because they've always done so before. And lastly, did you know that Jeff Keighley is trying to patent the word Game
Patent. Just say patent, not patent.
Awards.
Why do you keep saying the T, Phil? Is it because you miss T?
So no one else can ever use it. So if you want the full skin...
I hate this face.
So no one else can ever use it.
The ear! Fucking ear!
Patent the word.
Look at the ear. I swear to God, look at the ear. Why don't you just make the DLC eligible in a separate category like Best New Release or something generic? Yeah, they could do that, but they won't. I don't know what's going to happen with that one, though. But we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Game Awards. So no one
Look at the ear.
else can ever use it.
The ear just wiggled 3 times. I've only seen the ear wiggle like once or twice. That's a 3. And he's about to look like he's about to rape your pie. Keep this man away from pies. He'll come in pies. He's Emperor comes in pies.
So if you want the full skinny on that...
Like, yeah, literally only because Shadow of the Erd Tree is going to win Game of the Year. If that is the case, why bother? DSP looking like a ghoul in Cyrex. That looks like a compliment.
It was already in the podcast from this morning, but I also broke that big segment out. It was like 20-some minutes. I broke it out as its own highlight.
it didn't really need to be a highlight, Phil, because everyone else was already talking about it way before you, so you're kind of late to the party.
And I'm going to upload it overnight to the channel as well, so you don't have to skim through the entire podcast. If you're not interested, you can just catch the highlight.
I don't care.
Okay? So,
Yeah, the full skinny. Yeah, your wife ain't skinny.
And she's a big fucking bitch.
after that, we started with my first gameplay stream, which was Bloodborne. The attendance today was great. We actually had almost 400 viewers on the YouTube side.
Whoa!
We had something like 50 viewers on the Kick side. So really what I'm noticing is attendance of my streams is based on the game. It's not really based on me. It's not really based on that. It's just the game. If the game is something more riveting to see me play, more people show up. And if it's not, then less people show up, right?
Who really gives a shit? Hang on. Who really gives a shit about Bloodborne? Like, I know people like Bloodborne and people will play Bloodborne, but who really cares about Phil playing Bloodborne again? Like, who really gives a shit for the third time? The reason why he thinks that people are showing up is because the way that he's setting it up is that it's PS5 Pro and that they enhance it for the Pro, when in reality, they didn't enhance it for the PS5 Pro at all. And yet, he's just clickbaiting it, saying it's remastered and redone for the PS5 Pro, which is a bunch of fucking bullshit.
That just seems to be the pattern now.
Well, that's a face touch
So,
right there.
it went really well. We did a lot today. Like, it's going to be hard for me to remember. We went to the abandoned old workshop.
Do we have screen sound clips? I feel like screaming sometimes.
So got the umbilical cord piece. We
Well, that's
cleared
cool.
out the entire path to Amelia. We fought Amelia.
Ear wiggle again. Now the eye twitching. His eye is twitching. I think he's developing pink eye.
Yeah. I went to the west and unlocked the Hemwick Village. Went to the east and unlocked the way to the Nightmare.
I don't
Went all the way down the tower, investigated all the alleyways behind the tower, unlocked all the areas to the left of that big gate area where normally you would have to bought the symbol, but I didn't buy the symbol. I went the back way to save blood echoes. We did all that. Cleared out the entire Hemwick Village, including the witch's boss, and more. So basically, a lot of progress today, like really big progress. Next time around, I have so many choices. I could do the jail, which we skipped for now, but we can go back. I could do the Nightmare, which would be crazy because that's probably going to be really hard for where I am in my level.
What? I wasn't listening.
Or we could continue on in the Forbidden Woods. Like, we have many options of what to do now. Here's what happened. By the end of the stream, no exaggeration, we had about maybe, I want to say it was like $60 in support. I could be wrong, but I think it was around.
Jesus Christ, Phil. I don't care about any of this. I really don't. Greenlight, thanks for the 2. DSP thinks DSP has the high-end graphics on the PS5 Pro. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. Not the case. Corner Demon.
$60, and it was like 15 minutes left till the end of the stream. All right? And just as it's about to end.
What the hell are these things? These are daily raps where he essentially recaps what he did throughout the entirety of the day, and nobody cares.
Emil came back. If you don't remember, Emil is someone who used to be on the streams a lot and used to
email. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going to speed this up to 1.3.
support in big ways. Sometimes doing big tips, sometimes gifting a ton of memberships. Emil's been around for years on
Email has been around for years. It's a meal.
and off supporting my streams, and they came back. And not only did they come back and do a giant member bomb that got us over the goal, but also became a member again because they hadn't renewed their membership in a while. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're audits. That's the best way to describe it, Cuddy. Connor said it best. These are audits.
And we welcomed back Emil.
Emil, not email.
But it was close. Like, I'm not kidding. We had 15
email?
minutes to go.
Email came back?
Oh, and Emil came in with that kind of, last minute support. So that was awesome.
Hang on.
15 minutes to go. And Emil came in with that kind of, last minute support. So that was awesome. And we hit 69 straight streams of getting the goals. Then on the late stream tonight was Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And
hey, yep, it's back to fucking Black Ops 6.
I had the goal of getting the Ackimbo GS handguns. I forget.
No one cares.
The GS model has this.
Yeah, it's called a Gurahov. Yeah, Gurakovka. Or Gurahofa.
There's a number to it.
Fuck, I don't give a shit.
But I forget. It's the GS handguns. I wanted to get that. And then also tonight,
Gurakovka.
Season 1 is launched. And that means there's 3 new maps in the game and Warzone. But we're not doing
Or
Warzone
it's Gurakova. That's what it was. It's Gurakova.
tonight. It was just multiplayer. So essentially what I did the daily challenges. We got the Ackimbo handguns and played with them a few times. Sadly, the new maps, some of them are not good with the Ackimbo handguns and some are. So
the maps that you played, like, what was it? Hideout, Extraction, and Heirloom? They look like fun maps, but You bitched and complained all the way through.
Kind of got like a little bit. I basically made a build now with the AK again because we unlocked the AK-74 again tonight.
I thought you already had that gun, Phil. I thought you already had it.
And of course, it's a super good assault rifle. So I started using that again to get kill streaks, and now it has the thermal scope unlocked because we had already unlocked it the first go before I prestiged.
Again, I thought you already had it, and also, that's the face of someone who's like, Phil, you gotta eat your greens. I don't want to eat my vegetables. I don't want to eat them. No. No vegetables.
Why are you?
I don't want them.
We unlocked a whole bunch of levels and things now that I've prestiged, so it was good.
Maybe, Cuddy. Who knows?
It was great progress tonight. Saw some
Yeah, apparently he lost it in prestige, I guess.
of the new maps. Of course, there was lag and rage, but I did pretty good. Good kill death ratios pretty much all night.
I highly doubt that you did really good on that, Phil. Phil, you died 237 times before the game said, I'm done, crashed, ended it. You got held hostage, or not held hostage. You got assassinated twice. One that was not so successful, the other one was. And you rage quit 4 matches.
But again, we literally got to the end of the stream. We were in the last 2 matches of the night, so the last arguable 15, 20 minutes, and we only raised $50. And I said to everyone again, it's okay if the streak ends.
No, you didn't hit 50. You actually hit 60. Again, now you're making this shit up. Because I was there, Phil. You made $61. 61.
And then as I'm playing, Adam, DBZ 90s man, who has been a staple of my stream.
I love how anyone that actually gave him money, they don't get like a special shout out. Like people like Game Trucker did, people like Jordan did. What was the other one out there? King Tutankhamun did, and now Adam DBZ is getting more attention, and he's shouting them out like, "This guy was so good. He was so positive."
Who has been supporting me huge with these super chats over the last month, did a giant super chat. Giant. Which put us over the goal, but then announced publicly he's not going to be on streams anymore.
Yeah, I think his disability ran out.
He's going to watch my content on demand, behind the scenes, but he can't be on the streams anymore. He's basically getting very busy with his family, so that's it. He's not going to be around to do super chats anymore.
I highly doubt that this guy has a family. I think they're going to put him in a psych ward.
So here's the deal.
There goes my whale.
All right, here's what I need to be. I'm going
Another sock gone.
to be as transparent, upfront, honest with the audience as I can in this video, and I'm going to make sure that people know that this video is important.
When have these videos ever been important, or why they're so goddamn sincere? They're not.
We have now had 70 straight streams of support, hitting
Yeah, by you begging.
these goals. Before that, we had maybe like a dozen, then like 7. Then before that, it was like 41. So you got to understand that.
Yeah, 41. You tried to go to 42, didn't work, and then all of a sudden you went up, and you started being incredibly creepy with the 69. Like, you don't even know what 69 is, Phil.
August. You guys have been tremendously supportive of me.
Is he grabbing the camcorder? Is he getting serious now?
All right? Now, obviously, it's got to end at some point. Considering the fact that
All
I'm
right, Drake, I know. I feel that pain.
making some observations. Here's the observations. Almost every stream these days, we've got a decent amount of support,
No.
but we're not hitting the goal. And then all of a sudden, last minute, someone comes in,
Yeah, it's Adam.
supports, and we go over. But it's always a last minute thing by like 1 or 2 individuals that puts us over. If you haven't,
Yeah, and you said that you don't want that anymore. You made a bitch fit how you're like, I don't want the same people bailing me out. I don't want the same people making the streak better or actually saving the streak. You complained about that, and then it finally happened. And where's the complaint?
notice this has been a very big pattern that's happened over the last week or 2 weeks. At first, it wasn't like that. It was like support here, support here, support here, support here. But as you've noticed, it's changing.
Oh, don't worry, right, Drake. I'm about to end the stream soon anyway. This is the last video.
Particularly, here's what I've noticed on Kick, okay? Lots less support. What
Yeah, I wonder why. The honeymoon period has dried up.
I'm seeing on the Kick side of stuff is, you know...
Like, you went in there, going on a honeymoon period, yeah, you had fun with it. It was like a hot lady that you got married to. You fucked the shit out of her during the honeymoon. Honeymoon's over, and she don't want you anymore, little bro.
We had a few people who were doing huge contributions, you know, notably Darkside Pimp, Rend,
Void.
Iron Chef Sakai,
Oh, yeah, not Void anymore, because Void has been sent to the Shadow Realm.
just to name a few.
Or the Chaos Realm.
There's a few others as well, but those are like the top 3 people who are actively supporting right now on Kick, okay?
He's limp.
And when they come in, they would do giant member bombs, right? I say member bombs, excuse me, sub bombs. So,
Doesn't matter.
it was much appreciated. But if you haven't noticed, they haven't been around actively. You know, I think Darkside Pimp has been around on and off, but not as much. Rend, we haven't even seen in like a week. I don't know what happened to him. And Iron Chef Sakai comes in from time to time, but not all the time. So the Kick support that I had gotten increased over the
Well, then again, though, Phil, Iron Chef Sakai, aka OIC, is still around your YouTube chat.
last month is kind of dried up and gone now. All right?
Take care of the one who waits.
On the YouTube side, Adam's going to be gone. Email did come back earlier today, but there's no guarantee Email's coming back for future streams. He may just pop in from time to time.
So again, you're already preloading the excuses. You're preloading the bags.
I feel that now...
Oh yeah, and also the Kino Casino people don't really want anything to do with him, though. They saw what he had to offer. It wasn't good, and they bounced.
Streak is going to end. And to be completely
This
honest...
is actually insane. Imagine someone outside of the Vortex watching this and learn that this dude almost gets $1,000 a week and still begs like a crackhead. 1,000? Anthony, you must be mistaken. You mean 2,000?
I think it's going to end tomorrow, because if you don't know, tomorrow is Dragon Age Veilguard, all right? So allow me to tell you tomorrow's schedule, and then allow me to basically let you know my true feelings, okay?
He just said this at the end of Black Ops 6, and now he's repeating himself again.
Tomorrow on the podcast, it's going to be a great one, because the Game Awards is going to announce all of their nominations, and we're going to go down the list. We're going to go to the website and look through all and address them and see if they sound fair, make sense or not. There's going to be controversy, trust me, because this year, especially, like I said, we just had an election that is entire conservative party.
Wait. Hold up. What?
Here, especially, like I said, we just had an election that was...
Are you seriously comparing the Game Awards to the presidential election of 2024? Is this bitch comparing this to politics? Oh my fucking god, Phil.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
I love how he pre-begs and blames the game, but he's going to stream it anyways, so now he can blame the game if he doesn't get the money. That's all he does. He pre-loads the begs. These are begs on pre-order. And he's telling you what you're going to get with the pre-order. God damn! Green light, thanks for it too. I'm like the dark side feel the hate within you, DSP. Yeah, like if Wukong, Black Myth Wukong wins, it means that Trump won.
Entire conservative party.
Or actually, no. I was gonna say MRB or nope. I'm gonna say this: if Black Myth Wukong didn't win, then Kamala Harris lost.
He's dominating the U.S. government in just a
I know, too topical.
few months.
No, that's another face touch.
We know the Game Awards is basically dictated and run and voted on by very liberal, progressive people. So I think there's going to be a giant uproar with some of these nominations.
This has nothing to do with the Game Awards.
Particularly if Veilguard gets nominated. So I'm very curious to see what it's going to be, and tomorrow should be a great day. Okay? We're going to see how it goes. Then...
Also, we...
We're going to play Dragon Age Veilguard on the first stream. I'm going to be honest, I think that's the end of the streak, because Veilguard does not even usually bring in 200 viewers, and certainly doesn't bring in a lot of support. It's actually been people like Adam particularly, who have actually hit the goals on those streams for us.
Get off Adam's dick!
Okay? So, unless there's a rallying of support for Veilguard tomorrow, I don't think we're going to hit the goal, and I think it's going to end. I think the streak will end at 70, okay?
Good.
I could be wrong. I've definitely been...
He's fake being a conservative to try and steal Kino viewers. Or just pretend to be something that he's not. He's always doing this, right, Drake? He claims to be an RPG fan. He's not. He claims to be a gamer. He's not. A guy who does reactionary commentary. He does not. Political guy. No.
Wrong before, but I'm not going to go into
Adam's gay, though.
this with the mentality that it's going to continue forever when we've got most of
He's feigning stress on a gay streak.
the support on Kick has dwindled, and we've got a major supporter from the last month and a half who's leaving. I don't see it happening.
I'm gay.
You zesty ass bitch.
You fucking gay bitch.
Yeah, I had to bring all of those up, and all in one sitting.
All right, but the reason I'm telling you this, I want people to be aware of what's going on.
Yeah, you could have done that in the podcast, but again, you're doing it as a pre-order.
Maybe you're someone who's been supporting and hasn't in a bit.
Big away payments.
And, oh, I want the streak to continue. Now
Oh, I don't want it to continue.
was the time. Because
Actually, I want to see how he reacts if it doesn't do it.
these people who've been the
Oh,
regulars
that's the one thing I want. It's like, what are you gay?
are not able to maintain forever. Now would be the time to come on stream tomorrow and see if we can keep it going. All right?
Oh,
But
yeah, he'll definitely bring this up tomorrow as well, especially the daily rap segments.
Here's the deal. If the streak ends tomorrow, it's okay.
Ugh. I need an adult.
Ah!
I need an adult. That's creepy as shit. Especially that face. Listen.
Keep it going. All right? But here's the deal. If the streak ends tomorrow, it's okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Chaw. That's like a child rapist vibe.
It's totally
But then again, that I could see why Derek had a fascination with you.
fine. I'm not upset. Dude, we had 3+ months of insane, nonstop, over-the-top support. It's allowed me to get a new washer dryer, install 2 ceiling fans in my home, get a bunch of other things behind the scenes here that I've been able to do. I've been spending more time with my wife, which has been nice.
Yeah, but does she want anything to do with you, Phil?
All these things thanks to you guys. If it all,
Yeah, where's Chris Hansen?
all ends tomorrow when we go back to how it
Yeah, but if it ends now, how would the trolls be crushed and felted? Yeah, how would I be felted?
was before, where,
Spoiler, it's not okay. He'll be upset.
you know, not a lot of support every stream. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And
He does this quite a lot. He does this where he's like, oh, we're not going to hit the streak, but that's okay. He's trying to, like, do the whole thing about gaslighting his audience to give him more money. And because some of his, like, not some, but the majority of his audience are victims of Stockholm Syndrome, they're going to feel bad. Like, oh, but we love Philip. Here's some money.
enjoyed this ride. It's been an
Greenlight, thanks for it, too. What wife? His cat?
amazing, positive ride. Thank you for it. All right?
Yeah, amazing positive ride. It's not very positive to your audience, Phil. It's not very positive to them at all. Oh, hey, hang on.
Shut the fuck up!
Thank you. It's not very positive to them. Yeah, you eating like a glutton and complaining about the food that you buy on DoorDash or you don't eat within 50 minutes. Yeah, that's a great reward. This is gross. This is gross. You as a DSP fan have to stress if someone doesn't blow their money to hit a goal.
But let's see what happens, okay? Tomorrow night, you guys should like. I'm playing Warzone for the first time.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
It's going to be a late night stream of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Warzone.
I hope to God that Linda DeRange comes back to stream that because honestly, I want him to see that. Plus, I need someone to actually get through my work shift.
I have to do it
I'm only working for 3 days and then I'm off for 4 days.
solo. I had someone who was lined up interested in doing a team with me, but sadly they can't make it because of some stuff going on with their
No. It wasn't a team. It was duos. You were going to get someone to do duos with you.
setup. So instead, I got to do it solo. That's actually why I didn't play Warzone last week. I was waiting, but now it seems like it sucks. I can't, they're not going to be ready in time. So I'm doing
Sure. Sure you did.
Warzone tomorrow night. It should be fun. I hope you'll join me for that. And it's always a good time. With the
Warzone is so boring. He just camps the entire match. But sometimes you get some good salt out of it, though, but it's not as good as him playing online multiplayer. That's where you get the true salt. Warzone is like the salt that's like, is it coming? It's coming, right? Oh, there it is.
Battle Royale stuff. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I guess we'll find out. But
You don't really like Battle Royale games, Phil.
it should be a fun streaming day tomorrow, all right? The real question, will now other people step up and support the streams? Or will...
You hear that, you stupid fucking dents? Hey, Adam's retiring. Step it up. Yeah, his PUBG stuff is some of my faves. That is true.
the goal end, or the goal stream?
It also gave us the moments where I think it was either that or Black Ops 4, where he went on unhinged rants about Tevin.
Weekend. If it ends, it's okay. But I want it to be as transparent as possible about what's going on.
Yeah, how's Scout, Phil?
Not that people are shocked. Oh,
If even Jaha actually beat DSP, he would turn out to be as a win for him, like Cyrex did with Marty beat the shit out of him. Always.
I didn't know it was going to end. Well,
Yeah, even Jaha says, I regret not beating him up.
we got really far, 70, right? It would have been great if we keep it going. Imagine if this thing went another 3-4 months and we got to 276 and we topped the vest goal.
The fuck is up? I don't know who called this, but Indrid has like, I think it was Indrid that did this, but Phil has a weird way of moving his fucking head.
Another 3,
But this time his body.
4 months and we got to 276 and we topped the vest goal. You want to upset the trolls? And
Phil, no one's going to be upset about it. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to be on a suicide watch list like you think that we're going to be. It's not going to happen, bro.
tractors and make them eat crow.
Crow?
That would do it. They're already eating crow every day. They're so effing upset that
No, we're not. And I love the fact that you keep deluding yourself to believe that we're upset. Chad, are you upset when he gets the goal? Are you really upset about it? Or are you just looking at it going, he's going to get a tips goal because someone's going to bail him out all the way through? One in the chat if that's what you think about it. One in the chat if you think that.
been so successful. And, that's they're waiting in the wings to say, oh, it finally ended. But it's okay if it does.
Yeah, you'll be upset about it, though. And you'll cry and complain that, my detractors!
Really, it's not the end of everything. It's not. We'll just
Yeah,
go
pass the copium, please.
Cope.
Pass the cope.
back to how we were and things will still be fine. The one big purchase I really have to make is a new PC.
Yeah, he has money, but yet he's crying broke.
And after that, basically things will calm down a bit, I guess, and we'll go from there. But it's been a great ride.
Also, this motherfucker has no idea about saving money. He can sit there and go, oh, I got all this stuff, but he spends it frivolously all throughout the entirety of his YouTube existence, or just his existence on Mankind.
Tomorrow,
who's quitting live due to this bloke. The voice in his head tell him that.
It's an important day. Let's see what happens.
No one, because life goes on.
Okay, everybody. Thank you so very much. Please have a good night.
Don't fucking give your thumbs at me. Oh yeah, crucifixions.
Enjoy the gameplay that I uploaded today, and I'll see you tomorrow for another full and fun day on stream. Peace out.
No, thank you.
Legalize nuclear bombs. We just nuked the building.
No. He sucks at Call of Duty. He sucks at Black Ops. He sucks at any game that he plays. And yet, he's going to make up excuses why games fail for him. Always. So, if we had to learn anything from this, it just shows that Guns Akimbo is not good unless you're doing it at close range combat. Or close firing range. Phil sucks at that. And if you do play Call of Duty, play it with friends. It's a lot better. And if you like Warzone, enjoy Warzone. And if you like RPGs, good for you. I do too. And if you don't like RPGs, again, that's also good for you. You can like whatever you like. I am done streaming for tonight because I was going to stop it a little bit earlier, but my computer has a dumb way of saying, oh, we hate you, and we're just going to make you suffer. I'm sorry. I'm going to link this instead. If you like this guy, you like this guy, go ahead. I'm not able to actually link him over, but what's his name? Maximilian Dude is streaming. That's the only person I'm seeing that is streaming right now. Go raid him. Actually, who else is streaming? I'm going to go to Twitch. I'm going to see if a detractor is on Twitch. Oh, god damn it. I got to log back in because apparently whenever I did the whole defragging. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see who's on Twitch. And I'm going to give y'all over to them. See if I can see. If y'all want to. Let's see. Who's streaming right now on Twitch? Oh, Almighty Tevin. Oh, shut up.
Like he really, really wants you to give him money for any reason you can maybe have in your head that you will want to give a streamer money. I want him to be happy, or I want him to not die. I want him to keep streaming. I want him to buy new games. I want them to take time off because I love giving streamers money, wanting them to not stream as much. Big ups. I want them to like felt the people that don't like them. I want the other people to be happy because the streamer.
But yeah, everyone go follow whoever you want with that, though. There's Tevin. There's also Maximilian Dude. And if anyone is streaming tomorrow, I think Sly will be streaming later tonight. I think Jad might be doing bingo tomorrow, but he might not. Whoever is streaming tomorrow, go check them out. Give them love. Give them support. And, yeah, everyone have a good rest of y'all's day, rest of y'all's night. Keep it real beautiful people. And, the only thing I can actually say is this.
You know what? It doesn't matter because I love you so much that it's time for you to go to sleep.
Deliver us from the depths. Deliver us from the pigs. Deliver us from the hypnosis. May we never become dented. May we never become beggars like dark side fear. Deliver us from the depths. Deliver us from the pigs. Deliver us from the hypnosis. May we never become dented. May we never become beggars like dark side fear. Deliver us from the depths. Deliver us from the pigs. Deliver us from the hypnosis. May we never become dented. May we never become beggars like dark side fear. Deliver us from the depths. Deliver us from the pigs. Deliver us from the hypnosis. May we never become dented. May we never become beggars like dark side
Go to bed, Aviga.
Brand dude. You better stream tomorrow, Brand dude. I swear to God, we miss your streams, man. We really do, man. We miss your streams.
Stupid fucking cunt!